3 pound greater.
There you go. We in there?
Yeah, we in here. I'll do it. Welcome to the Pour Up Podcast. I am Mike Lake, aka Salt and Pepper Beer, aka never mind.
I like
Go
this.
ahead.
Should have kept going.
Yeah, I can't. No, you got it.
He couldn't think of a diss
can't.
fast enough.
I
Yeah, that's what
couldn't.
it was.
I couldn't keep my composure long enough. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Pour Up Podcast. I am Mike Lake, aka Hillsboro Slim, aka Salt and Pepper Beard.
Yo, I'm not at the door. I am CP34.
Steve Cash Money Bags, aka the Fitness Daddy. We here to pod.
Latest fuck as per usual. The Pour Up Podcast is on CP Town. That's my fault this time around. I don't know if lightning hit my computer or some shit happened and I lost the whole damn thing for about 2 or 3 hours today. But we are back live. Our guest today, the Sip and Spill. If y'all are watching right now, please bear with us. We will get you on momentarily. Just thank you for joining us today. Sorry about that.
I like the name too, by the way. I
yeah,
like
Sip and
that.
Spill.
Sip and
Yeah.
Spill.
The Sip and Spill Pour Up combo seems like it was necessary.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
feeling
a podcast out of Houston too, Steve. Isn't that one of your favorite cities?
As far as hip hop goes, yeah, I love
Yeah.
Houston.
Not podcasts?
I mean, I don't know many potters out of Houston,
I'm-
but like from the music scene, yeah, I definitely fuck with them over there.
I'm hoping that they'll be able to school us a little bit on Houston potting today. But yeah, whew, I guess I'll start. How's everybody doing?
Man, I can't complain, man. I'm
Yeah?
just super busy lately, but you know what I'm saying? I'm glad the computer's back up and the computer's computing. Salute the cam.
Yes.
Niggas said the computer's puking.
Yeah, man. So, but I feel overall, other than tiredness that I'm going to be able to get through, I'm happy that tomorrow's Friday and things of that nature. Even though I'm going to be working this weekend, so I don't get much of one. But it's still,
Are you working this week?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
But still, it's just the weekend always feels a little bit better, even when you got to work.
Then the weekend always feels a little bit better because it's the weekend.
During the week.
During the week.
Yeah, like it does. It just feels a little bit better. And also, not everyone doesn't work on Saturdays neither, so it's kind of like I get left alone a little bit more. So I'm a little bit more to myself. You know what I'm saying? I might not have to jump on a call or whatever the case is that pertains to my job. So it definitely works out for me. How you feeling, Mike? What's your mental like? Are you good? Do you feel safe?
I'm good. I feel safe. But they say,
sure you feel safe?
dude, what you about to do to me?
Nothing. I don't know if you feel
About
safe.
to flip me out the chest some shit.
No, I want you to always feel safe. Man.
I feel great. Everything's good. Got a promotion at work this week.
Oh yeah, congrats, man. We're gonna need some of that money.
No.
Oh, you need anything?
It ain't. It ain't that
Money?
kind-
Oh yeah, Mike. Definitely, I need to hold something.
It ain't that
100%.
kind of party.
Whatever.
I got $1 for each of you. But no.
$1?
Law hit you with the 100%.
Oh,
$1?
Yeah, his,
Fresh out the gate.
No, everything's good, man. They assigned me a team. I'm playing a little catch up, but it's fun. It's keeping me. 3 months ago, I asked my company. I told them I need to be challenged. What I'm doing, I'm good at, and I kill it, but I need more. And they met the challenge, and that's where we at. But it's definitely challenging. It's 15 motherfuckers, like 15 children, and not that to demean their intelligence or anything, but things happen and you got to address them, and it's my job now. So I appreciate that. My youngin' at the house doing whatever he do, looking for a job and all that school stuff, and yeah, everything is everything, man. How about you, Claude?
Stressed as per usual, but had a family member unfortunately had to be admitted to the hospital last week, and I can guarantee that it's a lot to do with diet and stress. And I'm trying my hardest that even if I'm stressing to not get to that point, because I want to, again, I always say I want to live to be about 99, 95 years old. And it's very difficult to do that if, you're not taking care of your body and having your woosah moments and just kind of taking a minute to just kind of chill. So even though I've had a really long, tumultuous week, I'm trying to, again, I feel like Thursdays are my therapy, talking to y'all and getting chopping shit up about random topics or live events and things of that nature. We got a lot of those coming up soon. Stand by for that, y'all. It's just nice to not be talking about work or my children, or my wife or all that shit requires a lot of maintenance, and this is fairly easy.
You know how you was just asking me for money?
What you mean?
Just a second ago, we was joking about money.
Okay.
I'm sending you an invoice of this your therapy.
This is wait. Hold
Expect
on.
an invoice.
You're gonna bill me?
Yes.
For my
services.
For the show that we have together. You're gonna
It's not
bill
a
me?
show. You said this is your therapy, and you owe me a check. I'm a therapist now. Michael Lake therapist.
Do you even like? Go ahead. Steve.
Y'all think this is why grandparents had so many other families? Because they get stressed with one, so they got to go to another. They just be like,
Mike and I couldn't even like. We didn't even know how to like talk about that.
Could you imagine
They just
doubling up?
No, they just be like, look, I got to work late at the factory this week. I'm going, or at the
Just
or
live a whole nother
if
life.
it's in Detroit, they got to work at the what is the automotive
Yeah,
shop,
the stamping.
those
the
jobs.
stereotypical like industry job.
Yeah, so they can't, they got to be going for a couple days,
But
but they really with their other family and shit like that. What do you think? You
I-
think that's the reason?
I think you could get away with that back. I saw Fences with Denzel and my mom. I forget her real name, Viola Davis. I saw Fences and he got it off and whatever with that. But you couldn't do it in 2021. Your whole family would have an IG.
That's why I say back in the day.
Yeah. I wouldn't want it though. Because how you escaping stress by adding stress? You got a second family, bro. You got to take care of your second.
It's not. But back then they managed it. It must not have been stressful.
So a quarter went further, so you could divide it up between two families.
Maybe so. Maybe that's just what they always thought. They always thought you just needed like bread was affordable but cheap. It was cheap enough to provide 2-3 different families with, but that's why your other family always thought y'all grew up poor because you was providing the other families.
you poor with two families.
You could have doubled and tripled up on the loaves of bread, but yeah, you was giving bread to the other family. See, if you didn't provide to the other family, you could
y'all be middle class.
At least brought home some meat too.
Damn.
But yet you distributing meats across the city, so you got to you distributing the wrong type of meat.
I feel you. Let's put Steve back in 1930.
I'm definitely wearing a suit with a nice little top hat. You know what I'm saying?
You got the part with
I'll be a real smooth ass dude. If I'm back in
everything
50s,
but the smooth part.
If I'm back in the 50s, I would like to be a Chicago 50.
Oh, so you wearing a zoot suit?
Yeah,
you wearing a zoot suit. You're not dressed. You're wearing like a tacky Bama.
And I will be from Chicago.
You copping a paper and you getting your shoes shine while you read that paper.
Yeah. I would like to.
You can still do that now.
Yeah, but
Chicago, but
2021, Steve.
We talking back in the day, Steve. No, I would be in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? The racism was still real, but also,
you could do something about it.
You know what I'm saying? I might not. You know what I'm saying?
It's north enough to get shit cracking.
Exactly, and still, so I might be. I'll be alright in some areas. So when you want, it's just a little bit different. So I would like to be placed in Chicago back in the 50s, Steve.
What would 50 Steve do for a living? How you get so smooth? Where you get your suit from?
First, I'll probably learn a little something from probably an old school pimp named Two-Tone Jim Beam, some shit like that. I don't know. I'll probably learn from somebody named like that.
They call him TT.
So, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? He probably put me on game. You know,
so he's super duper smooth and you medium smooth.
Yeah, he put me on his. Okay. I would have grew up on his lineage, however you say it.
You're one of his illegitimate children. Is that what you're saying?
Or not even
now he's your dad.
Does he call you kid? You just kid. Hey kid.
That's how
bring me a paper.
That's how it happens. You do something. I'm saying it's just like today. You know, you got store runners. I've been sent to a store before as a kid, but back then it's a little different. I'm just going to the little newsstand. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, that's probably how he found me. I was probably selling newspapers as a kid. He probably bought one and seen something in me, told me I had a bright future, and stick with him because I'm going places. Next thing I know, I'm the smoothest thing in Chicago. That's probably how it happened.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, I feel like what year are we talking?
You said
1950s.
1950s. Mike, I wouldn't be from Chicago. I'd be trying to start a newspaper out LA, trying to do something different.
From the Congo?
From LA.
I thought you said you'll be from the Congo.
No, I wouldn't be from Chicago. Is what you literally heard me say.
You said something else.
I would be African all of a
sudden. I didn't hear you.
I definitely out of the blue be African.
I did not hear you. I'm sorry.
I'll be out. You seem the banker.
Wait, you said you would be African for some reason?
I was playing.
Not your actual lineage.
Well, I'm not African. I'm African American.
Straight to Kunta Kinte.
I'm African American.
How would you think the
you make up your own 50s?
Yeah, I thought he was asking me a question. Can I?
Okay, go answer your question.
What I was replying to Steve saying I'm from Africa, so I said, "Oh, I would be from Africa all of a sudden," is what I said, because I'm not from Africa. I'm from America.
9 times out of
you can place yourself anywhere you went in your.
And Claude want me to be
Go ahead.
I'm just thinking 9 times out of 10, if you're in 1950s, you coming over here, you this dark. There's not a whole lot of.
I can't be Samuel from the banker. I got to be whatever you about to do.
Samuel from the banker.
I can't be Samuel. I got to do whatever you doing.
I guess Samuel was from the banker.
But I am curious. I want to hear what you.
Is it called the banker? Was it called the banker? It was called the banker. Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie. I'm
Probably one of my 2020 best movies, but it came out before that. But I discovered it 2020, so that's all that counts. Excuse me, no, there's no babies in there.
Where would you
put
1950s?
Every time Claude burp, I swear, your baby's giggling and laughing and having a good old time.
They're having a good
little dead souls. This is a you suck dick joke.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Whoa, okay. Sit tight, ladies. If you just came in, Sip and Spill, the real Sip and Spill, just please sit tight. We're gonna chop it up and do a few. Oh, I hit the blue light now. There you go.
Nah, that's That's Bizarro.
Bizarro. I'll change it in a minute. So who's gonna ask how our mental health is? We already did that.
I thought that's what we were talking about.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
That's why you.
Because that's how he got to the two families,
Yeah.
and now he's from the 1950s, and I'm
Yeah.
from Africa.
I don't think I would have two. The thought of having more than one family, people always say, "Oh, I would love to have multiple." Who was that? Dr. Umar Johnson just got married to two women.
Well, that's like polygamy relationships, though.
Yeah, huh?
That's
Polygamy.
yeah.
Well, I think he married one, and obviously he can't marry both of them because that's illegal in the United States unless he is
like sister wives.
Yeah.
I don't come up to an agreement. You do what you want.
No, I don't understand that. Not two wives. A girlfriend and a wife, yes.
What don't you understand about it? That it happened or that you wouldn't do it?
I would not have more than one wife. There's a certain level of autonomy and status that a wife has, and when you have multiple of them, you're literally dividing yourself. I would literally have a wife that would just allow me to have a girlfriend.
That's essentially what it is.
That would be her girlfriend too, though.
Yeah, but I feel like Dr. Umar, like if you have more than one wife, did y'all watch Big Love on HBO? He literally had 3 wives. He was a what do they call it, the principal up in Utah. He lived the principal lifestyle where he had like 3 wives. They all literally had houses that were connected and everything. He was stressed out. I'm pretty sure he had a heart attack a couple episodes. 100%. So
you ever come home and just
100% going? I'm gonna
do it again.
100% start get a little dick tick.
Yeah.
Questions. Like when my girl come home, it's just a bunch of questions. Like we'll be texting and talking all day and getting it in, and you know what I'm saying, just communicating, joking, sharing and shit. But somehow she still come home with questions about shit, just curious, talking, and want to start a conversation. I always wonder if you had two, how that worked.
They'll talk to each other.
You would think.
So from what I remember from the show, he like would spend different time, like certain days.
Was it reality?
I think it was a show, but I think it is based on some kind of reality because out in Utah they have legit polygamous like families and stuff like that. But just the thought of having more than one wife is just that's unsettling to me. I don't want to do that. And like you're right, the small talk and all that stuff like that. You're dividing yourself 3 ways, and then they each had children. Yeah,
I don't know. We got back in the day. That's how they put it off, though, man. Claude, you took that chaser. Where's that line?
I moved it over here.
Oh, I couldn't see it. Yeah. So So back
blame the man from Congo.
I'm with it though. I wish I was really from Africa.
Remember that movie Congo? Never mind. I'm getting way off topic.
I gotta save to my Netflix list.
Have you never seen it, or you just want to re-up it?
The latter.
You want to re-up it? Okay. Cool. Yeah.
It's been about 15, 20
Oh,
years.
what happened to our camera? We lost the camera. We'll do this until it comes back.
See? We was all good. We had one camera.
God don't like ugly. See,
now you got 2 cameras.
Just went dark. This is actually you're seeing Mike Lake right now. He's just there you go. That's me. That's them. I'll fix it. I don't know why.
Just let that breathe.
It's like gone.
Let that breathe.
I'll have to go between the two of us here. Y'all two chop it up. Actually, I think this is a perfect time to go into our famous topic. The world famous cash tips
This
segment.
shit ain't
not
famous.
Topic.
This nigga Steve ain't worth a damn.
Yeah, well, he's worth some cash. You know
what tip I'll give Steve? Pause.
Yikes. Yo.
You know when you write 0 tip on the tip line?
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Why would you do that though?
No, he had a homie that did that dumb shit.
That's fucked up.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, get your cash tips off. I ain't even fucking shit.
Cash tips. Awareness of self. I think that's super important. You gotta know where you're at as far as like in life in general, and like just gotta be aware when you're not on your down days, when you're not feeling so well, if you're stressed in general, whether it's work stresses, home stresses, car stresses, just life stresses in general. Just be aware of yourself and recognizing when you need a break and knowing your tics that may cause you to stress and knowing the things you could do to de-stress. You definitely got to be aware of self, man. It's uber important, especially today. You know, because there's as far as the world we living in, from this COVID society that we're in now, and it's that bitch is just here and it is what it is, to people that might feel like they need an extra family for a quick little getaway, which isn't always the case, man. Sometimes a getaway isn't always the necessary, like that type of getaway isn't necessary. It's more so just being aware that you not in a good mental space, and you may need to seek that extra help. You do need to you may need therapy. You may need to talk to your homies a little bit more. Hell, maybe you need a girl night or two. Sometimes, hell, ain't nothing wrong with 3 girl nights in a row. If you that's what you need to wind down. If you're female, or if you're male, you need 2 or 3 guy nights out just to wind down. Then hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But the point of it is just being aware of that. Like, Mike, how often are you aware of self?
I live in a space of self-awareness.
Okay.
I know that sounds like cliche, but you know me.
I don't know you at all.
You know me a long time, brother.
I met you today.
How you doing? My name's Michael Lake. I'm from the Congo, and it's 1950. No, yeah, I try to be as self-aware as possible. I like to take time, whether when I get into my peace spaces, whether that be sitting on the toilet chilling, taking a shower, getting a moment between, job or whatever.
You be just sitting on the toilet chilling?
No, I'm using the bathroom, but
hey, I'll be back. I'm finna go chill.
To get away, that's the escape. No, like when you're using the bathroom, just taking a moment, like literally just having a moment to yourself where I'm not working. I may have my phone, but whenever I'm taking the time for myself, wherever that be, driving from here to there or wherever, I do try to be mindful of where I'm at and how I'm not just how I'm doing, but how I affect the people around me. That's a constant state that I live in.
So you're more. What do you care more about, how you feel or how people around you feel?
Generally, how people around me feel.
Why?
I would be guilty if this was a debate and someone accused me of being a people pleaser. I would say that that's where I fit in that space. But because I know I have long patience and I know I have thick skin, so
yes,
my
yes, you do have very thick skin, which is thick skin.
You need the camera to do that.
Yeah, I did.
You can just get
it.
Yeah. Basically, I like to just be aware of how I affect the people around me. What I'm doing, where I leave things, how I'm moving through space. Even in being a bigger dude walking through a crowd, I'm aware of I could be shoulder bumping the fuck out of everybody, but I'm aware of that, and I try to not be. I just try to be as least impactful to people as possible, unless it's positive.
No, I feel you. That makes sense. But also, you don't think being a as you call, well, you said a people pleaser.
I would take that if someone accused me of it. Yeah.
So if being a people pleaser, you don't think that could be you don't think that could add stress to you if you're in a constant mode of how can I make this person happy versus yourself? You gotta please pause. You gotta get yourself right too.
Yourself.
Yeah, you gotta be because and what's what I'm looking for? There's damn it, I can't think of a better word. Pretty much when you take care of yourself first. When you gotta be, damn it, I lack of better words. I can't think of the word I was looking for right now.
That's okay. It'll come
anyway, yeah. So so you gotta take care of yourself first, because if you're sick, then how the hell can you take care of the next person? You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
like self-preservation. You gotta be
self-preserve.
Yeah, you gotta preserve yourself first.
I heard somebody say you gotta put your mask on before assisting anyone else.
It's that type shit.
I agree, and I think what I just said could be used dangerously if misused. It depends on who you are as a person. I think, and y'all are all my friends, and we've been friends a long time. The people around me, I would assume they would agree. I am well grounded. I'm very anchored. I'm very even keeled in my emotions, and generally speaking, with my long patience, I can allow that space.
Do you ever get stressed from being too patient?
Not really. No.
Do you see where that could possibly become a stress?
Of course, but on the flip, it's not people pleasing for people pleasing sake. I am very vocal about what I want and what I expect. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. Somebody might look, hell, we've been friends, and you see things kind of one way, and I see things another way. And I can see why you might criticize where I'm at with it. But I basically said that to say, I'm okay with that sacrifice. It's almost like I'm good being the anchor.
Yeah.
And if I do need people, I will ask for help. I'm not above it.
Well, that's definitely good. I just don't want you to be so patient to where the point you become one. Stress.
The truth is, stress don't get to me. Like we talked about our mental health in a bunch of shows at the beginning of shows. You asked us how we doing. I hope and pray that this continues, that I am able to continue to do that without spazzing on one of y'all or something, just kind of clicking one day. But yeah, I truthfully believe I think I'm grounded and anchored enough to accept that I'll let you get off if you're like tense. If shit's tense and you're a little mad and you might pop off, I'll give you a little leeway, but I'm gonna draw the line at a certain point. So, but I will say to your point, yeah, you should take care of yourself and understand where you are with it.
Claude, how are you aware? How much are you aware of self, if you are at all?
I'm 100% aware of myself. I know when I'm in an asshole, when I'm tense, and all of the above. But I just wanted to comment. So you don't think you've ever been tense on the show before?
If we're debating, I'm all for a debate. I don't think I've ever legitimately had any anger towards anybody. No.
I mean, nobody on the show has anger towards one another. It's a show and we're all friends. But you've definitely been tense and you've definitely popped off.
I took it as he's not usually.
Okay.
Because everyone, no one's
okay. That's
no
true.
Always,
that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I'm not a saint, but even in that, like, I'm down to battle and rally in situations. Me and Steven play ball against each other where we might be butting heads a little bit on the court. Hell, we've been on teams and be butting heads before. Even us in this business.
We butt heads potting.
Yeah, took it out my mouth. Pause. We butt heads in this business.
Put it the fuck back.
Pause. We butt heads in this business, and I'm cool. Like, yeah, I try to be the cool person in every situation. I try. If we debate,
except for when you're sweating your fucking skin off over there, you definitely have to cool. You emanate heat. But yeah, no, I feel you. Definitely, if I had to go on a scale of 1 to 3, I'm definitely the hottest head over here. Well, I don't know. Still, Steve will pop up, but you're more self-aware in situations that are gonna make you angry. You tend to steer away from that shit. So
I mean, I try to, but it takes sometimes your blood just boils.
Yeah,
like it does. I consider. I mean, it could be argued, I guess, but I tend to think I have a cooler head, but sometimes shit just is uncalled for. When something's completely uncalled for, then it's harder for me to contain it, because it's like, damn, like I really just you just tried the shit out of me for nothing or whatever the case.
Mike, there's some comments popping up there if you want to see what's going on there. I'm sure I'm probably getting the smoke in the comments, because that's usually who the people tend to direct their comments at. Fuck you, Don, Meek, all of y'all can go kiss.
You click
my
it on mine. It says you're already attacking.
You're already attacking them. For all you know, they've done.
I know how to do it.
Because you're not signed in.
They might already give you all type of compliments and everything.
You're not there. See.
They might have been giving you compliments. You already shooting at them. You named a couple names and you said F them.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I did.
Being tense, not being aware of self. Look at you.
No, I'm aware of self. I'm fully aware of the fact that I told them to go fuck themselves and they can eat a dick. 100%. Good tips though, Steve. I 100%. I was looking forward to see what you got to tell us this week. And I 100% fully agree. You got to be self-aware. You can't always be popping up all the time.
Are you aware that you say 100%?
I say 100% all the time.
All right,
I'll say this is the deal. What else do I say?
The perfect answer would have been
100%.
I'm aware.
100% I'm aware.
Yeah,
I'm 100% aware. 100%.
Wait, yes, that was cash tips. Awareness of self. Live, love life. Be a lot better with yourself. Love yourself. Love others around you. Enjoy. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for that, Steve. I don't have the Sink or Swim graphic. I lost it and I can't get it uploaded. But guys, this is the time of the show where we go into a topic that is either near and dear to us or something that's weighing on our mind. And we usually bring guests in. And today we actually have a special guest. If y'all can hear me, y'all are listening. Got about 2-3 minutes to get yourself situated and get that camera on. Hit us up when you're ready, and we'll kind of get into the topic and we'll bring you in a minute. But the title of the show is why are y'all so scared to settle? And I think that is, I'll put it on me since I'm talking. I don't know who the hell's talking right now. I think that's something that me and Mike were kind of talking about that. Because I think there's a general consensus when I was doing my research for this episode and kind of going through and looking through YouTube, it was just a consensus amongst people that settling is just like the worst possible thing in the world. Like you should ever settle, and you should always, be going and looking for that next best thing. And I think it's mostly as it pertains to relationships, not necessarily, things or life goals, but specifically as it pertains to relationships. And I'm just here to tell people that everybody settles and it's not a bad thing. In fact, people are settling when they don't even know they're settling,
Well, are you really doing it if you don't know you're doing it?
What do you mean?
Like if, are you really settling?
Doesn't it require awareness for it to have a line for you to be under it?
I think.
Was that where you're going?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, pretty much. Like if you don't know you're doing something yet, like are you really doing it? Like you may not think you're settling, or if you think this is it, like I'm living
popping.
life. This is the best shit ever, and it's almost like shallow hell syndrome.
I was gonna bring up shallow.
You know, you've seen Shallow Hal, you know all about Shallow, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if you think your shit is lit, and for you it's lit as fuck, why does it matter how anyone else might see it?
Well, I think when it comes to settling, it's obviously it's all about perception. I think generally speaking, settling has a lot to do, or how other people look at people who are settling, or they make the determination that somebody is settled. It's usually a social constructed ideal of what someone should have or where they should be. You know, and obviously we have our own personal goals, we have our own things, but generally speaking, you have to I don't think you have to be necessarily aware that you're settling. Because if you have a certain goal, and hey, at a certain point, at a certain point, your settling is not necessarily settling; it's you being realistic about your socioeconomical, your physical capital. You know, it's being realistic. It's not necessarily, hey, I might have lofty goals to marry a supermodel, but who look at all the people that supermodels are married to, the Tom Brady's and the whoever's of the world. If you're not that's it's all about how realistic are your goals too. And you have to kind of think about one man's selling is another man's I've arrived. So the idea that you shouldn't
bar.
Is that a bar? Okay, I'll take it this time around. So the idea that, you know, hey, settling is so bad, it's not a bad thing. But to answer your question, is it really settling if you don't know you're settling? I guess on the surface, I could agree with you on that, except for the fact that I think that everybody knows what their goals are and everybody knows the benchmarks that they set for themselves. And it's super simple to do a check on that. Have you reached that? You know, can you honestly say, and I'll put the camera back on you, can you honestly say that haven't settled in your life?
No, I'm sure I settled on a regular basis. I probably settle daily with a lot of shit.
He settled in his friendship with you.
Yeah, well, I'll take it. I'll take that.
I think I settled.
You think I'm okay? That's a good thing.
I think me personally, I settle on a daily basis with different things.
Yeah,
I guess it would depend on the type of topic. If the topic is settled in a relationship,
yeah, what about
I guess
relationships?
that's what it would be.
Yeah.
Settled in relationships. I haven't. No, I have handpicked and closely picked every girlfriend because I haven't had many in my life that I've had. Only had a total of 3 girlfriends in my life,
and all 3 of those girlfriends hit every single.
Well, it's hard to
tick mark
at that time in my life because I'm not gonna. I was 19. I was 17 at one point with a girlfriend. I mean, it's hard to say.
Smiling like that, Mike. Sorry, Steve.
It's hard to say.
He's super white on camera.
You're an idiot.
It's hard to say at 17, like, hey, does she hit every single?
Yeah.
Because I'm 17. My goal is at that time in my life. Just real quick, for me at that time in my life when I'm 17, 18, and 19, and I'm with someone, yeah, I'm able to play ball when I want. I'm not getting pushed back because I want to go play basketball. I get to play video games. She's not tripping, but we're kids. So different stages in my life brought different women to me. And at this stage in my life, being single, and at my age I'm at now, it's actually it's a lot. It's like I get to, how can I say it without sounding crazy? It's like settling is out the door for me because I know I don't have to. And I know that it's like I'm the one that salts after, it seems these days, more so than I'm seeking.
Just say what the line you want to say.
What's the line?
The Tory shit.
What's the Tory?
Well, I don't want a bitch. I'm with a bitch need or whatever.
Oh, I won't even think that line, but sure.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't.
Excuse the B word.
Yeah, like that's just. Yeah, so just life is different today, but again, that's because I have reached a certain age. I've never been this age before.
I was gonna shoot you bail and allow you and not just you, anybody, the space of where you are at a time is what you needed at the time.
Right,
so
and
at 17, you need somebody who down to kick it and who can make it to the movies. And at 25, you need somebody who could get away from whatever they're doing, like spend time with you. At 36, you need a little more.
I need somebody that can rub this icy hot on my knees and back.
The bar goes higher everywhere you at. But the point of it is, at the time where you were at, I would agree. Steve's mates definitely met the mark.
You're an idiot. I can't even get to the camera frame. You were chuckling though, Michael. That couldn't have been at all you had to say. The whole time you were chilling over there.
I've known everybody Steve's dated.
How about you? Part. Before we bring in the ladies from, I believe, and y'all correct me. I'm gonna get the names. I know it's Sip and Spill. The Sip and Spill is in. Yeah, that's their individual names. Yeah, they do have individual names. I believe one is Sammy, and y'all, when y'all come on, correct us on that because I have all this stuff written down and saved in my computer.
Yeah,
and I lost all this shit.
At Thug Sammy and at ambitious_Teray.
All right.
I'm not sure if that's their names, but that's their
They'll
handles.
introduce themselves there in 1 second. So y'all just we're gonna bring you in a minute because I want to hear Mike talk about this. Have you ever settled in a relationship before?
No. I've never been in a perfect relationship, but I've never. It's a weird thing for me to think that somebody would choose to aim lower than what they want.
Yeah.
And I'll say this: I ain't Michael B. Jordan or nothing, but I have had the option of selection my entire life.
Yeah.
I have the ability to get what I want, and I'm not saying that I could just take what I want. I'm saying I have enough personality, I have enough social game, I have enough whatever. I've always had a job. I've always been in a position to basically date who I want and choose what I want. So
what are you talking about though when you say that though? Because are we kind of sticking to the idea of looks or education, job status? Because I'll be frank. I think in my marriage, I think that I won't say settling. It sounds harsh, but when I think about it, initially, I never wanted to date somebody or marry somebody that had a child. So technically, if my goals were to marry someone who did not have a child, I married someone that had a child and was previously married before. And so those weren't things that I initially wanted to do. And so technically I settled. But I will say in settling on that expectation for my life, I got a bonus child, as Steve likes to call it, a bonus child, and a plethora of other experiences. And let's be real, marrying her was a come up for me.
It was. She settled.
Oh, fuck you on that.
I'm joking. But I would say this. I think to answer the question on the table, of course, I'll use Cash's tips to make my point. You have to be aware of self. You have to be aware where you are and what you needed. Now, I believe most people think more highly of themselves than is where they are. But I also think there are people with self-esteem issues that may think lowlier of themselves than where they are. But to answer the question directly, it doesn't matter what you think you wanted. If you settled and won, then you won. It wasn't a settle. Like if I'm in court, say I'm in court,
okay,
and the lawyer tell me, hey man, you could take you can get $5 million for this. Like trust me, they messed up. You can get a lot of money, but it's a risk because if you lose, you get nothing. And I say, well, I'll settle for $2 million. Did I lose there? I'm $2 million up on a guarantee. It all depends on where I landed after the fact.
So I think
where you landed, I think you're happy with what you chose to do, and you realize that what you were thinking wasn't the case.
Yeah.
A woman with a kid was totally valuable to you, and what you thought was settling wasn't actually settling.
But I think that ultimately,
is there a reason you didn't like that was your thing? You was like you set out like no kids. Like, is there a reason?
I mean, I've explained on this on the show before. When you get into a relationship with someone that has a child already, my expectations for my kids is that they probably find somebody that doesn't have kids and start their own family, because there's a lot of outside variables that come into your relationship that are very difficult. It's difficult. It's stressful. It's a lot of shit that, that I don't have no regrets. I'm not going to go back in time and change anything. But the fact of the matter is that it's something that you don't know what you're getting into when you get into a relationship with somebody that has another child and a whole other spouse and the history. There's a lot of things that you have to be mentally and just psychologically prepared to deal with. You have to grow up. So, and thinking about me, I was 27 years old when I started my serious relationship with her at 28. And thank God it was 28, 27. It wasn't 21, because that would have been a bad situation.
No, that makes sense.
Did
you have like was it like a time when you was like, all right, I don't mind dating single mothers, but they have to be gently used single mothers?
On that note, based on what we just talked about, y'all, we're gonna pose the question: why is everybody so afraid to settle? And let's see if our guests are there. Mike, can you see if our guests there? I know we do. I think earlier, ladies, I don't know if you're still there, but we said that we could not see you. This is a video show, so typically we do have camera, but if we can hear you, we can hear you too. We can probably work around or something. You there? Who's there? Who's there with us? I hear some goings on in the background.
Thug Sammy, you're live on the Poor Podcast.
Yes, you're on the Poor Podcast with Steve Cash. I am Mike Lake and CP3.
That's not how we do it at all.
Oh, shut up.
I never mentioned
got
Steve
y'all?
first.
You never mentioned Steve first.
You don't notice about Steve, but he got a trigger, and when you play into his ego shit, it goes bad.
You guys are definitely in. I would say though, if you have a camera, let's go ahead and enable that. If you're comfortable with that, let's get that going. We can see you. Somebody else is in there too, Mike. If you want to bring them in as well.
It's both black screen. I can see the screens.
Okay. If you ladies can hear us, give us proof of life. We can hear you.
Wait, can you hear me this whole time?
No, we can just hear you just right now.
We can hear you now.
We heard you yelling at your kids and everything. Yes, we heard it.
Well, I
Dog
don't
was barking.
Kids.
Go ahead.
I said I haven't got kids, so.
Oh, lucky you.
Now, that must have been Claude still burping.
Wow.
But no, I'm actually I'm trying to
There you are. Hello. There you go. So I know that your podcast is a duo. So let us know which one we're talking to right now.
This is Thug
You're
Sammy.
talking to Thug motherfucking Sammy.
Thug motherfucking Sammy. Thug Sammy, if you get a chance,
you gotta say the motherfucker.
Hit your girl up, but we lost you again.
You lost me?
You lost your picture.
Visual.
There you are.
Oh, I just texted her.
Oh, that's why. Okay, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Let her know, but we'll throw it to you, and we'll have her come in. We can see her. We can see that she's there with us. We just can't hear or see her image. So we'll get her back on here in a minute.
She's texting again. We can keep
it's fine. We can still hear her. So
I wonder if she turns it horizontal, will it go wide?
It will go wide if she turns it horizontal.
Well, if she's using Chrome, maybe not. It depends on if she has an iPhone or not.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to. Can I flip my camera?
Yes, you can.
It won't let me.
Boom.
There you go. Oh, you already did it.
Turn your half sec.
Turn your phone sideways.
Grill say pretty.
There you go.
Is it flipped?
It is flipped, but we just don't see you.
This is what it say in the comments.
What do y'all see?
No, nobody.
We see your it's our the screen when there's nobody there. The screen when there's no image.
I'm trying to flip the camera.
You want to turn it around?
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? It don't even matter.
Yeah. Okay, you look good. It's fine. We'll make this work.
Okay. Well, I was trying to get off my phone and do it on my laptop.
You know what you can do? Why don't you talk to us like this and then go on with your laptop, and we can still chat it up while you're doing that, and then we'll just drop your phone when your laptop's good to go.
Where were we in the conversation?
Why are people so afraid to settle? Like settling, we just kind of went through a litany of things about why settling is not necessarily a bad thing.
I have a short answer.
What's your short answer?
FOMO.
Damn. Were you looking at my notes?
No.
That was definitely my notes. Is FOMO.
That's the whole point. I mean, that's the whole reason.
Yeah.
If I stay here, what else am I missing?
Yeah, but isn't that kind of silly though if you really think about it?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that kind of silly?
Well, I have FOMO on most things, but I believe if you believe in a person, you should lock in.
Would you make them small till we get them up? Like so they're not just playing screens. Yeah, no, like FOMO literally it's saying I'm afraid of
you just wanted you to
settling because always pause.
Yo,
I said it. Being afraid of missing out on relationships that you don't already have because the person that you're with doesn't hit all of your check markers. It's kind of foolish because everybody can develop, and that right isn't a natural human thing to evolve. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that I'm not the same person at 27 that I am now at 36. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I married somebody who had a kid who already was established. You know, I initially wanted somebody
gently
that I wanted
used.
Why are we saying gently used?
Because
that's a proper term.
Yeah, you're gently used.
Be respectful.
Shoes are gently used, not people.
One thing you said, and I don't know if you caught it when you said it. I like to enter into the situation I entered in. I had to mature.
Yeah,
because I'm your homie, and I'll tell you weren't. To match the level that you had to get to be right for her, you had to elevate yourself, and you did. And that's dope of you to have done. And I'm not. I was making a joke earlier saying that she settled for you. I think you both matched.
That is kind of a funny. That is kind of a legit joke though.
That's why I said it. But I think you two matching each other's energy at the time that you did. She was good for you in elevating your maturity, and you were good for her in adding to her stability. And I've known you both, and I was at your wedding even though I wasn't in it. I think that met at the perfect time because you
didn't have the size tuxes.
2 years prior, I worn mad tuxes mad times. I don't know what you're talking about. But 2 years prior, it wouldn't have been good for her, and maybe 2 years later, you wouldn't have been available or something for her. It's interesting when you meet the people you meet, you take a chance on certain things, But if we're really keeping it a buck while we wait on Sip and Spill to join, it is like the topic of settling is about the thing that matters to you the most. Whatever that is.
I think we got
Thug Sammy's back.
Thug Sammy back. Let's put her in here. Thug Sammy. I thought you was coming back on your laptop.
It's cool, Thugger. Look, you got it. We here. You don't got to switch them.
No, you're good. You're good. To be honest with you, your phone is perfectly fine. I was joking. Oh, we got.
I got it, Clark.
Yeah, you got it.
Tell me what's happening.
Can't hear. Hey, who we speaking with?
Hey, how are we?
We are great. Welcome to the Port Podcast. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I got it. Bye, boo.
The comment section is wild.
I was on the phone with Sammy. I was trying to work this because I'm not. Why am I acting like I'm not from this generation?
From this generation? That's all right.
I am crying. Okay.
Maybe you're still in the 50s with us, with the other.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna try to fix our man cam.
What would you be in? What would you be in a like? Let's
Claude,
real quick while Claude doing.
Okay. Okay.
I got you. Well, we're on black screen.
You guys are on black screen. 2 seconds. Hold on. 5 seconds.
There we go.
Well, as I was saying, I think the thing about settling, because we can nitpick, if you wrote a list of 10 things that matter to you in a relationship and what you're willing to accept and not accept, there's very small things. Like, for instance, the number one thing in no one's book is going to be, I wouldn't date someone who had an Android phone. So you're not settling in that scenario. It's never going to be the number one thing.
Number one thing, but I don't know if I'm looking at the same type of girl and one got an Android and one got a
but it's still the
iPhone.
thing.
I'm literally gonna look at her potential. Like I feel like you settled on your phone. You know,
it's still the 10th thing.
It's the 10th thing.
You got 2 actual prospects and you'll take the Apple one first, I guess. But on thing number 10, you'll pick either one of them because you can change her phone. When I met Michelle, she had an iPhone. And I switched her to Android and then back.
Oh, wait, what she got now?
An iPhone with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I control.
That's because you're controlling.
Yeah, I'm not controlling at all.
Yeah,
Like,
Michelle, we're here for you. If you need, Michelle, hold on, Michelle. If you need to get out, you know where we are. If you need to get out, Michelle, we're here for you.
I forgot the cameras on call. No one can see anything.
Yeah,
Just
we can
all
see
three
you.
of us
Go
at
ahead.
the same time.
Go ahead.
This was it, Claude.
I think our guest is getting ready. FYI, you are still on camera, so please
What's that,
please keep it clean in there. Don't be like changing it.
Yeah, I definitely
that's
wouldn't be
dope.
doing
No, I
anything
didn't.
like that. I'm really trying.
No,
to
I just don't know.
figure
You'd be. I don't want. Hey, you know that one dude that was on his work Skype, and then he started doing some freaky stuff.
Oh, you're
right
talking
on the Skype.
about This Is Us.
No, that was actually real life. There was a guy on a Skype
shit.
call. Remember
I
that?
didn't
You
know
saw
that.
Steve?
Yeah, I did.
The guy on the Skype. So just full disclosure, we're not that kind of organization. We just want to make sure that you're aware that the camera is
for
still
sure.
rolling.
Best angle also to put my iPad because I feel like it's
You're good.
real crazy.
Take your time. You're good.
Nah, don't tell her that.
Well, don't take your time because this is kind of a live show, and we do
Okay,
have
for sure.
but also don't rush
We'll do it
because
like
we know
that.
it takes time. Anyhow, where were we?
I was saying that when it comes to settling, I think the higher rankings of what's important to you in a relationship is going to show up first.
Yeah.
If it's going to vary from person to person, but if it's looks, it's looks. If it's brains, it's brains. If it's money, it's money. And that's going to change from person to person. But there's no need for us to nitpick the smaller things. Like everything is a variable and you're going to accept some things more than others. But those top tier things, whatever you decide this is the thing that matters to me. Can you move off of that? And if not, why does that matter so much to you?
While we're here talking about that, what's your?
I've always maintained that mine's is
smelly vagina. We know that's
love
something
it.
that you
I
constantly.
love it, bro. You got to dive into it.
Yeah,
you just got to tuna is one of my favorite. Fuck out of here.
No, that's your limit.
Oh, that's
I wasn't
the
making
bottom
a joke.
line
I was
limit.
actually commenting on something that you literally had
We're
a
talking about
extensive conversation.
the top things that we want, not the
That's not a top thing.
deal breaker thing.
So what if she has everything but a smelly vagina? Excuse me, ladies.
Listen, Claude. We're talking about the top things that we do want and not the bottom things we don't want. I don't pick people off of what I don't want. I pick people off the things I do want. Now, if she has something like that, then that's called a deal breaker and not a settle.
See?
Well,
that's
that
different.
can be fixed, man.
That can be fixed. I tried to explain this to him,
I
Steve.
wouldn't give a fuck.
I tried to explain to him, Steve.
Man, fuck out
When it comes to the ways of the women on the Poor Podcast, it's not Mike. It's Cat Steve Koshmany by X and CP34. It's not.
So
I am
you
my
saying
it's not
first
Slim.
first impression is important.
Uh-huh.
You meet the vagina for the first time. She introduced you to it. She bring you to the table. She say, "Let's get shit cracking." And your first impression is tuna. You letting there be a chance for that to be fixed? Get the fuck out of here. You're lying.
Absolutely,
You're lying.
you have to let somebody get that fixed.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
You pick someone.
You've never had sweaty dick,
Bro.
That's not fair. That's double. That's the awful.
Question.
What'd you say? Go ahead.
Can y'all email her the link?
Yes, ma'am. I can. Can she send us the email and we will send it to her? Oh, she already did. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
She worked
that's
fast.
nuts. If a chick dropped me for having salty balls or whatever, then I'm out. That's on me. I should have took care of myself. I should have took care of myself. As is the woman I dropped. But we're not talking about deal breakers.
Hold on.
About settlements.
Let's get back to settlements. But I want her to comment on that since we do have her here real quick while we're getting everybody situated before we get back to the topic. Real quick.
You don't realize you the one that derailed the topic. Don't try to act like you're above it and moving on.
A little deviation real quick.
You different, bro.
Mike still has a deal breaker of smelly vagina. When I've tried to explain to him several times.
I thought we was getting back to settlement.
Hold on, I want to do this real quick with her.
I thought you was above it. Are you above it or are you not?
I'm not above it. I'm below it.
Bro,
I'm in it. I'm swimming in it.
Different.
Is that reasonable for him to have a deal breaker of a smelly vagina, given that a smelly vagina is something that not always a woman can control, number one, and number two, easily fixable through certain medications, through certain y'all have your process that you do. Is that cool?
Yeah.
That's cool for him to literally be like deal breaker forever.
She answered you. Why can't you?
Yo, shut up!
You don't want to put up with. That's something you ain't want to put up with. You don't gotta feel like you ain't gotta feel like the bad guy. Like if this is someone you in a relationship with, you should definitely feel like you ain't shit.
I wish you
but
could
if
see
it's something
me.
like someone you just met and it's not something you want to put up with, you ain't got to.
She's talking to me. She's answering my question.
She's talking to
I
us.
just feel like it's not something. If I don't want to put up with a smelly dick, I'm not gonna go through the process with you. It's all about what you want to do, and if you don't want to do it, you're not a bad guy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Talk your shit, T. I appreciate you.
That's crazy.
You feel?
Is it crazy because you disagree because she wasn't on your side? Is that why it's crazy?
First of all, Steve, you were kind of on my side, and then all of a sudden you flip flopping all of a sudden. Now
all I did was ask you a question. I could still be on your side. I say, is it crazy because she isn't?
Why is there sides? If I decide that
Mike can do what he wants. Mike he is a strong black man that don't need no woman. And he can do whatever he decides to do. Exactly.
I feel very.
A lot of good women out there that probably got at one point a smelly vagina that can be fixed.
And if Mike,
honestly, but the thing is, like we just said, if it's something he wants to put up with, then you got to see it through, my boy. But if not, ain't
right. And like Mike said, if he delivered a salty sack as he,
that's how I described. If that's what I showed up with,
if he showed up as little Mikey under the sea, little Mikey L under the sea, then it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not a double-edged sword. I agree that I hold myself to the same standard. Before I introduce somebody to my penis, I shower and I say, "How you doing? Here's little Mikey." But if she allowed me through that space, and I come to it and I go, what the fuck is going on here? It's incumbent on you to take care of yourself
before you introduce her into endless shrimp Red Lobster. Right? Endless shrimp.
Little shrimp pee.
Endless shrimp.
You know they call me. No, I ain't gonna go there.
Listen.
Can we get back to
we're talking about settling. We're talking about what you choose over what you deal with.
Yeah, we went on a tangent with
I sent the link over to her email. So we can start talking about it and then we'll bring her in after the fact. That's not a problem at all. Can you do me a favor though? You sound great. You sound great, but can you tilt your camera down just a little bit?
What do you want me to do?
No, you sound great. You're fine. There's no echo or nothing. Can you tilt your camera just a little bit down so unless you're there you go. Nope, that's fine. That's fine. Perfect. Right there.
Hold on, let me put it.
Look good.
Maybe I can
but
sit back.
Is it a phone?
No, I'm on my iPad.
If you turn it sideways, it'll actually give us the horizontal thing, and it'll give you a little bit of a better framing. There you go. Boom. Perfect.
That's a lot going on.
There you go.
Now.
Thank you for being here. Can you introduce yourself and then I guess answer the questions? Is that where you're going, Claude?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so hey everyone. My name is Ambitious Teray. I'm one half of the Real Sip and Spill. We are a podcast of two women who create conversations all while sipping wine. My co-host is Thug Sammy. She's nowhere to be found right now. She's probably the
Yes, she is.
She showed up on the name call.
You must live a long life, bitch. You must live a long life. I was just talking about you.
All good things.
Hey, Thugger, I don't know if she can hear you.
Can you hear us? Turn up your volume.
Hello?
Tell Thug to put in her head earbuds or something.
She'll come back. We'll get her back. We'll get her back.
She working it out.
Mike, can you actually raise her volume on the screen there for me? Thank you, sir.
She was at the top.
Perfect. There she is.
Thug, we still can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
We can hear you.
I had a bar, but I don't want to be this guy.
The house is gonna change, but we can hear you.
So continue introducing yourself. We'll get her back in when we hear her talking. We'll know that she's got it.
Okay, yeah. We'll just follow us on all social media platforms at The Real Sip and Spill, except Twitter. That is Sip and Spill 1. What specifically would you like me to say about myself?
So I took a little bit of a look into your podcast, and y'all are from Houston, right? Y'all are in Houston, Texas, and y'all were talking about. I think the last episode about being taken care of, or like a dude having enough money to take care of you, or remind me of your last
episode was about what was your preference? Do you prefer 9-to-5ers or scammers?
Talk to us a little bit about that, and then we're going to get into our topic because I just want to let everybody get an idea of what your podcast is about.
Basically, we were just saying that a 9-to-5er and a scammer, they serve different purposes in your life. It depends on where you're at in your life, depending on what man you're more attracted to at the time. So we were basically just saying 9-to-5 is not just limited to men that work 9-to-5s. It is like entrepreneurs, like people that actually work for legit money, not someone that scams someone for the sake of
legal
getting
versus
their money,
illegal.
you know? So pretty much the episode we were just talking about our experiences with men that were scammers to regular men, because it was like,
we heard that.
It happened from a backstory of, I went out on Sunday and I have someone in my life that's kind of like a scammer. So he came in, he bought a bottle, then he left. And I was with another man and he was like, I just feel like that's very insecure. Why would you come buy a girl a bottle and leave? I said, that's some real boss ass shit. The fact that you bought a bottle knowing a nigga sitting here and you still comfortable to let the nigga drink on your bottle and then get the fuck up out of here. I don't see the problem.
I actually like the energy and I feel it. Do you consider yourself, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the 9-to-5 dude, or you rather the dude that be like, call off for the day, I'm gonna pay you for the day, just ride with me?
I told you it's about where I'm at in my life. I'm like recently going through a breakup. So right now I'm like on some scam shit. Like I don't need a nigga that's gonna love on me. I need a nigga that has like probably 8 other bitches, but you still understand the assignment where you could take care of me.
Makes sense. I understand.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Hey,
good. There you are.
Like, I don't know what happened. It just wasn't working on my computer.
If you're on a phone or an iPad, if you turn it sideways real quick, let's just do a quick test to make sure. Yours is broken. Yours is broken. Sorry, but you're fine. We'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that. She's probably looking at text messages. There you go. Perfect. There you go. There you are. Perfect. There you are. All right. So ladies, if you were listening a little bit, we were talking about settling in relationships. We actually talked a little bit about settling in general. Then we got into the main topic, which is about settling in relationships. I am under the impression, just me particularly, that it's not a problem to settle in a relationship, because settling is not necessarily a state in which you're going to be unhappy. You're not necessarily reaching that full expectation that you had, but sometimes in settling, you're going to find something that might be what you needed, not necessarily what you wanted. So we kind of got a little bit of a mixed opinion about it from the group. But y'all comment on that for us, and let's get into the let's talk about it. Go ahead.
The discussion.
Sam, you want to go
I'm
first?
not understanding the question. What did you say?
He's pretty much saying that settling in a relationship is not like a totality of you like settling, but you're settling for things that you need, even if it's not things that you necessarily, want.
And we have this impression, and I'll be honest, just kind of researching for this episode, when I type in, is settling bad? Everybody's like, yes, settling is awful. You shouldn't settle. You should go for it. And when you settle, you're leaving things off the table. Mike and I kind of agree that people have relationship FOMO, and kind of give us your thoughts on that.
Okay, well, I don't believe in settling, because I was in a relationship where I felt like I settled for longer than I wanted to. And it was not even because he was a bad person, but I think it's like ultimately you really want what you want, and settling doesn't have to be bad, but some people just can't settle. Like when I'm starting to get comfortable doing certain shit that I know I wouldn't be okay doing with someone else or being done to me, I'm like, it's part of because I feel like I'm settling for less than what I know I want. So settling is not bad, but some people don't have the capacity to just be okay with what they settle for. They want more because initially that's what they want. That makes any sense?
Yeah, I had a question, but I want to hear Thug Sammy's before we get into the questions.
I don't know how to answer that question because I don't know what it feels like. Like, I don't settle. So it's like I don't know how to answer it. I can't relate. And it's not like it's a good thing. But like at one point in my life, like I will have to settle. To me, when you're settling, I mean, I don't know if I don't know if I'm confusing settling down with settling. Is that the same thing?
They correlate, but we're specifically talking about.
Or you just
have an expectation initially.
I'm sorry.
You have an expectation for yourself. Initially, your expectation is this, and you end up here.
Okay, well, to me, settling down isn't a bad thing because I feel like at one point in my life,
I feel like you're still hearing the question wrong.
To answer,
settling for
go ahead, Steve. Go ahead. Explain it better.
Sammy, just
settling down, not settling in a relationship, settling for something that if your expectations are here, but the man meets 80% of the things you need, so you're like, I can settle for right here.
Yeah, to me, that's still not settling because I feel like if you're 80% of what I want, that's not settling. I guess it's like, oh, there's this guy, he meets like 3 of my 10 check marks. Okay, I'll settle with him.
3 of 10.
Yeah, I guess that's
3 of 10.
That's less than 80%, bitch.
That's 30%. That's a failure.
But to me, down.
But it's also to her. It's also everything's perspective.
That's true. That is true.
That 30% to her might be.
I'm curious if all of us are working from the 100%, the 10 out of 10 conversation. Where is the line where you believe someone settled? Is it 60-40, 75-25?
I feel like it settles a 50. Like you got 50% of what I like. That's settling for me.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have 50% less, that's settling.
Gentlemen,
Sammy, real quick.
I can agree with that.
Sammy,
I want to hear your number real quick.
50%. If they got 5 out of 10 check marks, is that settling?
Yeah, sure.
Typical win-loss ratio. If it's over 50,
50% of what you're looking for is fair. What were you gonna say? Forgot.
Oh yeah, you said you never settled, but you just said you would settle for with 30%.
You said 30%. You said 30%, sis.
Yeah,
Thugger, you said 30.
Yeah,
but that would be settling.
That'd be extremely settling.
She's saying in the future.
In the future.
So do you?
Older, my male choices are going to get limited and more limited. So
that's a fact.
Can we ask?
No,
I'm gonna
do it.
I'm gonna ask.
Why are you interrupting me? I'm trying to what I want to say.
Y'all ain't got to tell us your age, but I'll just say this: we're in our mid-30s. Are y'all are obviously lower than that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you've not in college, so you're older than that. College age, right? So you're in the middle somewhere. Okay, perfect.
I mean, I don't have a problem with saying my age. I'm 28, so
yeah, I'm 7. We don't have a problem saying our age.
I don't have age phobia because I know I look good, so it's okay.
I didn't think so, but we just want to be respectful here on the Port Podcast, unless we're not being.
We appreciate that.
They forced me not to ask. There it is. I was gonna ask. But they forced me not to ask.
If they told me offer it, they will tell us like they did. But I believe Sammy was saying she was still talking.
I was.
You can finish, Sammy, and we want to hear what you had to say.
We're so far off of it, it doesn't matter.
Okay, Claude, you go to your next point. You forgot.
No, I didn't forget my point. No, I asked the age because y'all are saying so initially, and help me out here up top because you don't know you're up top. You have no idea. You're saying this differently. Teray, I'm sorry about that, Teray. You mentioned before, or it might have even been Sammy. Y'all said that I don't feel as though I have to settle now, but I may settle later. So do you think
that's what Sammy said? I didn't say that.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get into that in 1 second. So is it almost like when you go to the club or you go to a bar and the last call has just happened, and it's kind of like you ain't with nobody yet? You have nobody. You have no hookup. Is it kind of like you take what you get because it's closer to the end of the night?
That's
like
a very bad analogy.
To a certain age?
I'm not looking for the bottle of the barrel when I'm out.
I'm not saying
as you get older though.
As I get older, I don't think I'm still looking for that though, because I feel like it's possible to get a good percentage of what you want. I really do feel that way because I feel like if you keep telling yourself like, if I can't find someone, I'm just gonna get this. Like, nah, I feel like it's extremely possible to find someone that meets your expectations and still makes you get that feeling. I feel like it's extremely possible.
Yeah,
Thugger, the same thing. Go ahead, Thugger, the same question.
Yeah, I definitely don't want the bottom of the barrel. Like, who wants like the bottom of the barrel ass thing? Niggas are already almost at the bottom of the barrel now as they are. So you want the ones
Whoa.
that. But no, I'm saying like stuff like right now, one of my things is no children. So as I get older, I know I'm gonna be able have to deal with the guy who's having. So that's like something I'm settling down on. Okay, he has kids. I don't got to ignore that. So that's what I mean. Like as I get older, I know I'm gonna have to.
Well, don't ignore the kids.
Thugger, no, fuck them kids. Thugger, I do agree with you, but as you do get older, a lot of times, depending on the man that you find, their kids may have aged out. They may be older kids to where you're not dealing with kids.
Right.
Just a heads up.
Yeah, that's definitely that's very true. So
Do you want kids of your own though?
As of right now, I do not want children.
Okay. That's out to me. Like I agree with you. That's a sound plan because it's not a bad thing that you get to raise, a kid that's 11, 12, 13 years old out of the house in 5 years and you don't really want kids. So you're kind of at that point still able to live your best life without all the headache of raising children. I love my children, don't get me wrong, but it's a thing. Go ahead. You about to say something, Trey?
Oh no. What was I say? What were we talking about? Sorry, I spaced out for a second.
Can you do me a favor? Can you move your iPad just a little bit so you're in the center there? We're about to lose you.
I'm about to move my body.
So, but before when I asked the age question though, when I made the analogy about the club, I wasn't necessarily saying the bottom of the barrel because it's not always the bottom of the barrel that's still at the club. Maybe it's just people that I don't know. Is it?
I'm at you.
I think. Well, I guess we're just basing it off of Houston and me specifically. I think we go out so many times and I see men that are like damn near pushing 40 still in the club. So for me to settle for the bottle barrel as that, it's like I don't want to make like I feel like just using for the analogy spec. I don't want someone that is at that age still in the club. Respectfully, only going off the analogy you're saying. Okay.
I don't know why he's at the club.
I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm just saying me respectfully. And the thing about life, we are all entitled to these beautiful ass opinions. So you know what?
Yeah.
You're gonna meet your husband. He gonna be 38, 39. He gonna be in the club for some random ass reason.
Yep.
And you gonna come back on the port like,
and you know what? And I might just shut my motherfucking mouth too.
Actually, no. What's probably gonna happen is you're probably gonna be like, nah, nigga, why is you in the club almost pushing 40 at the end of the night, and you're gonna miss that opportunity? Is what's gonna actually happen.
No one said she couldn't ask
but
questions.
I don't feel like I'm gonna be in a space where I'm going out and meeting people though, like that. To be honest,
when you're pushing 40,
I feel like I'm not gonna put myself to be in a position for me to meet a mate in the club for whatever reason. Like I can go out, have fun, enjoy it, but respectfully, I don't want my partner to be someone that I met in the club, even though I've done it before.
I literally agree with everything. I agree with all of that. Everything she said, I literally felt this. You can cut your eyes at me.
Yeah, I'm definitely cutting my eyes at you because that's absurd.
I'll wait till you're done. Okay, now, like I was saying, Mike, you already know how many times I talk about I don't go out, I don't do clubs. That's not what I do. Yeah. It's the real life facts. Everything she said, I'm like, yeah, I feel you. I agree.
I disagree in the point where you meet who you meet, where you meet them at. Exactly. Because let's just say hypothetically, I was single and we met here on the Pora podcast. That's where we met. If you're in the club, I might be live podcasting from there. We might meet at a podcast event that's in a club. You're saying I'm not gonna meet somebody in the club.
But you got to think about it. You are giving context. If we are in like for a networking situation, that's because I put myself there. But I'm saying intentionally going to the club, knowing there just to have fun, blah, 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 and then meet someone that I happen might change my life. I don't even want to put that in my head that that's something that will be a possibility because I'm not speaking that into my reality. I don't want that.
I accept your ability to say that you wouldn't choose it, but I wouldn't close myself off to because random people be where they at.
I'm just saying I've done it before. And I'm just like the success rate for me, I just feel like it was like, so I'm like, let's try something different. To get different results, you got to do different things.
I hear that.
I feel it. And just for me personally, I feel her because it's not about, for me anyway, it's not about the success rate or not. I personally feel my pushing 40-year-old female that I would meet isn't going to be in a damn club. Sure, I can meet anyone anywhere at any time. Point of it is, if I'm at a club, I'm there for one reason only. That's just either someone's birthday. I have a reason. I'm not there on my own just to party in the damn club. I don't go to clubs. I don't even like going out, to be honest. I go out when I have to.
Well, if we're splitting hairs, Torre and Steve,
which is hard to do when you're bald.
Definitely I'm bald into here. If we're splitting hairs on the reason I'm there, I get it if you don't want to meet the I'm in the club every week guy. That's different from meeting somebody in the club.
Didn't I say that though?
If you did, I missed it. But
you did. I said it's the context of why you're there.
of course. And you said
That's
if you
what I
put
said.
yourself there for a reason. So you say you go out to the club and you party. If I randomly pop up, so let's say it's Steve's birthday and I'm out in the club, or like when it was my birthday, Steve was in the club, y'all happen to meet. Shit gets shaken where it gets shaken at. And I'm saying I respect
Then I meet
your
Steve, and then I meet you, and then we carry on with our lives. And if life makes us collide again, we would.
And that's why I said I respect your ability to pick where you want to pick people
Yeah.
at. But what I get what both of you are saying, that you're not looking for the person who is the club guy. I get that.
This is a bit of a deviation from the conversation, but I think it's a good thing to
Not
that
really,
you
not
brought
if
up.
she
I get-
settled
yeah,
for
she's
it.
not settled for it, exactly. But again, this is again, we can only talk about me. I can speak about the world, or I can speak about my circumstances. I can do math, but I mean, my collective friend group is 18 people, 9 couples, and all of them met at a club or a bar. All of them. Every single
that's
one of
good.
them. Actually, 70% of them at the same bar. So
I
I
have a
don't.
counterpoint though.
But also, hold
only
on. You
half
did
of them
say
still
40.
together.
You did say 40. We were in our 20s. So it is
That's
a little
different.
bit
All the
different.
difference. That makes all the,
Yeah.
without adding
I'm gonna say
context.
that makes all the difference. Did you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah. It's like it makes
She's
all the
hitting
difference.
every
If
point.
you're like in your 20s, I'd expect you to be in the club. That's like the playground.
But also, as somebody who is not pushing 40, but 40 is, I can see it. I go
Hello,
to the
how are
bar.
you, 40?
Nigga, you pushing it.
I'm 36. It's not pushing. You're older. Both of y'all older than me. First
We're
of all,
all
We are
36.
all pushing it.
what? We're all 36.
Where every
When
last
did
one of
that
us
happen?
here are 36.
am
No, I can see
crying.
40. All I'm saying is that don't act like we don't go to the bar. Or not you, Steve. Not you. You're
all I can
perfectly
speak
right.
for is myself.
All you can speak for yourself, but there are 40-year-old people that do go out, and there are people that do meet at bars in the 40, and they're not necessarily on some ratchet shit. They just going out trying to have a drink.
I tell you what, they live in Houston.
They do. That is
it's way-
true.
It's way different type of scene. Like they probably think it's lame as
Yes.
fuck for a nigga to be. They probably think it's lame as fuck for a nigga to be damn near 40 or 40, still in the parking lot with his trunk pop, banging screw, fucking swingers, and all types of shit. That's probably lame to them by now. You're 40. Stop that.
Oh, that's not lame. That's our culture.
That's
Or
extremely
then it's
lame.
not. Then maybe it's not. But that's what I said. Maybe I don't know. They live in Houston.
That's
We
less
live
lame
here.
than being 40 in a club.
Depends on your scene, because it's our culture for us to be, have the trucks out, have the car out, banging screw. She's from Iowa, so she don't understand it. But
There's black people in
I tell you
Iowa.
what,
Why you
I'm
out your-
not,
why you
I'm
out
not
your
from
friend
You
like
see
Houston
me,
at all,
nigga? You
but
see me?
That's crazy.
I'm not from Houston at all.
Yeah.
But I love Houston, and I
the strip club doing
Hey,
that.
babe, you're cutting it out. You're cutting out.
But during like Sunday brunch, like Sunday fun day is when you usually see them doing, out in the parking lot with their car banging screw, and it'll be a crowd of them. So that's not weird to me.
But also, you're a lot younger still. Maybe when you start to, I understand what you're saying, but maybe when you get a little bit older and you're like, damn, 10 years from now, you're like, damn, y'all still doing that? Y'all was doing that 10 years
That
ago.
right? Like I feel like I
Because-
was supposed to have a
I mean, it's the same guy.
not my man over here with his fucking trunk open.
I keep doing it.
Hold on, Trey.
But it is culture.
Thug Sammy, you kind of cut out a little bit. If you don't mind just saying the last maybe 10 words you just said.
I said if it's the same person doing it 10 years from now, yeah, but I feel like there's always going to be someone doing that. So it's not weird to me when I see it happen. You know
So
what I'm
it's
saying?
not weird. I get what you're saying. So, okay, well, I feel you, but I think you look at it. I think you would look at it, and correct me if I'm wrong, you would look at it differently if it's a 24, 25-year-old doing it versus a 40-year-old man doing the same thing that a 25-year-old is doing. Like my man.
Out there showing off, but the whole point is to show off your truck. Like it's a car show type shit. So it's
Okay,
not,
well, that would be different. Now we're talking about a car show.
I'm
I was
saying you're
just talking
talking
about
about
just
car
on a
show.
regular,
He said after the club.
right? A regular, like it's
parking
just
lot pimping type shit.
yeah, that's different. A car show completely different. That's because that's
A car show is
context.
very different.
Right, but I'm just talking about just
Yeah, you
right
gotta
after
pay
the
to get in
club.
there.
It's 3 a.m., 4 a.m. A dude holding up traffic, swinging and shit. 84 spokes, Texas shit. That's come on, like grow up.
10-gallon hat. No, I'm talking
No,
about.
no,
I don't know
what
what I'm
the
talking about.
fuck is that?
No. Houston, Texas. They don't want 10-gallon hats. in Houston?
Not the
All
right.
How the fuck I'm supposed to know? I'm from fucking Florida. How the hell am I supposed to know?
We
I'm
both
also
from Florida.
Ain't neither y'all been to you've been to Houston.
My
Been
girl
to
from Houston,
Yes,
but
Austin. I've
Oh,
been,
sorry.
I've been.
But we
I've
also
been-
listen
Well,
to-
I've never been to
we
Houston.
listen to
Obviously.
hip hop.
But it's hip hop that
Where
We
do
raised.
y'all
listen to hip hop.
Anyway, we're getting.
What'd you say, Sammy?
Tampa, Florida.
Oh yeah, Tampa.
oh yes, y'all do live in Florida. Ooh, my friend just went to Tampa. She had a good
Did
time.
you say ooh or ew?
She said, "Ooh."
I said, ooh, my friend just
Okay.
went to Tampa. She had a good time.
So
Yeah.
I want to center the conversation back to the settling convo.
before you go there, though, real quick, because I
Before I
don't
go
know where
back
you're
to the
going.
topic?
Hold on, because I'm going back to the topic real quick. I was
so
before
stop what
Sammy.
I'm doing.
Yes,
Go ahead,
absolutely.
go
I'm
ahead.
saying yes to that. Sammy brought up an actual good point because she happened to mention that the progression. Hey, you shouldn't necessarily be doing that 10 years from now. And I just thought, because remember I said before about that, I said, hey, you couldn't necessarily quote unquote settle on somebody. Not 30%. In my brain, 30% is kind of low, but let's go back to what Ray said, 80. 80 is perfect, right? People are supposed to, at least. People typically tend to progress, evolve. I gave the point of myself at 27. I'm not the same as I was at 27 now at 36. I've evolved a lot. In that space and time with that person that you settled, you got that 8 out of 10 things, you might get that too. So that's kind of one of those things that I go back to that you said, is it really settling? But because people do evolve and change, you get that 80 out of 10 dude, and you trying to wait for 10 out of 10 guy. 10 out of 10 guy may never come. 8 out of 10 guy might come at when it's presented to you and become a 10 out of 10 guy in the time that he's with you.
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
100%.
That's if the person is changing for the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope that the guy that you
and they get stagnant and they don't change to the better, so the 8-10 guy becomes a 6-10 guy.
And I feel like usually with relationships, when it comes to settling, that's what people usually do. They get comfortable. Like no one ever is trying to be sometimes I don't feel like people are trying to be the best version of themselves when they're with somebody. Like, oh, what I lacking, they can, like, nah, like you should always want to do better.
Why your ex talk like that?
He don't talk like that, but that's how everyone talks in my head.
I got you.
But is that y'all's experience though? Like you settle in a relationship and it doesn't make you better. It makes you complacent? You stagnate, you plateau?
Myself. I can't speak for her, but I know I was in a relationship like that. And when I got out of it, I felt like a completely different person. Like I felt like a literal 180.
I think that's normal. I think.
Yeah.
I feel and I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Thug, I would like to hear your point of view before I get mine.
Well, it's been a very long time since I felt that way because, like I said, I don't settle. So the last time I did get in a relationship that lasted that long and that I did feel the same way was when I was in college. I dated the same guy from the time I was 15 to the time I was 21. So he did get super comfortable in a relationship. He felt like I wasn't going to go anywhere. He took me for granted, like stuff like that. So it does tend to happen when people get in a relationship for X amount of years and they don't better themselves. They just get stagnant. And at one point I was just being with him. I was just with him because I was comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel you.
It was the comfortable thing to do. And at that time I've been with someone for so long, I did not know exactly how to be alone.
Yep.
So it was, and he was like the kind of guy that, I mean, I was with him when I was 15, like I was my virginity to him. He was my first everything. So it was like a big change for me to finally, get out of that relationship. And ever since then, I became a bigger, better bitch every time. So I feel like once you leave that comfortable relationship, you always become a bit bigger, better bitch, or a bit bigger.
The problem is he was from the north side. That's the problem. But neither here nor there. The south. My bad. It was the south. Oh, my bad.
Not the north side, nigga.
Niggas, they're a different breed.
Yo. To center the conversation back to the settlement convo, I need to check the temp of the whole group. All 5 of us here. Not just what is settling, what's most important to you when you're searching for somebody? And if they don't have that, obviously that's settling, but I think it'd be easier to have the conversation if we all knew what the most important thing was and then what you're willing to give up to get other stuff.
Okay.
Ladies, you can start.
Ladies first.
You want me to go first? You want to go first?
Yeah.
You?
You go.
Go first.
I think the biggest thing for me that I'm okay with settling for is if it's a man that makes me feel comfortable in everything that I am and makes me feel safe being who I am. Because I've dated men that would tell me, oh, you're too much, you're too this, you're too that. And I feel like someone that just accepts me for who I am and allows me to be who I am safely without trying to change or knock off my game or try to dim my light, or because literally this one guy, I was like, you're not doing this. He was like, you asked for too much. I was like, well, if I asked for too much, then you could talk to someone that won't ask you for this stuff, because these are things I'm going to keep asking for. I'm not going to stop wanting what I want because you don't want to provide it for me. So anyone that allows me to just be who I am and either meets my expectations or like extends it, because I feel like I'm going to do that for you. So what I can do for you, I'm not asking for anything outside of the realm that I can give you. So that's where I'm at.
I appreciate that, T. You mind me calling you T? I'm gonna keep doing that.
Did you say what you wanted be willing to settle for, or what you are willing to settle for?
What's the most important thing you're searching for when dating?
That will give you that will make you want to settle for them.
I thought the other question was what you're willing to settle for.
Well, we'll get to the settle for first, but we need to know where everybody stands on what you're looking for, and then later we'll get into if they don't have it all. For instance, if she's not totally safe, but he's a 10 out of 10 for her, is that cool? Like, can he get there? But I'm listening to you. Go ahead, Thugger.
I guess my number one thing that I won't settle for, I can't be with someone who's empathetic. I have to be with an empathetic patient man, because it's someone who can understand and be patient. I feel like you can get through anything. You know, like.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I said love that response. I was gonna say thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't think it would make you stop talking. A commenter said they love that response.
I didn't. There's comments.
Oh yeah,
all on the YouTube.
What?
You've been cursed out like 18 times.
Yeah. Thugger Salmon, this is a live show. We do have people watching. Yeah.
A lot of people in the world, we lack empathy. We're more of a not in my backyard type of people. Like if you can do care about other people. So I want a man who cares about others, because that's what turns me on. Someone who can care about me, honestly. That's the biggest thing.
I want that.
Love the fuck.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that, friend.
She hit it with I love that friend. Go best friend.
I do. I've never heard her talk like this. So it's like I'm like, you know, it's different.
See, y'all gotta have us on y'all show. We get into more convos like this.
You know, I feel like male energy would definitely, you know, help us out, because if not, we will go on a. So what?
That's why we brought y'all here, because we be wilding.
Y'all gonna make a flight?
What's up?
Y'all gonna catch that flight?
Yeah, we can do something. We can talk about it.
Houston is a place that you should, like, you know, vibe out to.
I've been to Houston a couple times. My lady from there. I did ask the ladies.
I see it.
Claude left, so I asked Steve. What's the most important thing when you're searching for somebody? What's the most?
Yeah, what's your most important thing?
Understanding. The heart. You gotta
get this thing out of here.
Not him
I want to be in the frame with you. This is all you. You have the frame by yourself on that one. I don't.
You is understand.
Is that keep going? Go ahead. You better, yeah. Exactly.
No, that ain't it.
You know what I'm saying? I need.
I didn't see this nigga squint his eyes though.
I mean, you asked me a question, Mike. You asked me a question. I'm trying to answer.
Don't do it to them. Don't do it to me.
But you asked me a question.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
can y'all see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm black.
No, you not like me.
Okay.
Yes. So to answer the question, absolutely. Understanding is definitely number. I don't know about number one. Understanding might be number two, because I don't know. It's okay if you don't understand some shit, because I can just teach you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got 2 ears for and 1 mouth. You gotta listen more than you speak. You hear me? Anyways,
This nigga spitting.
Nah, like just I like having a big heart, like being a giving person. Like I like that shit. I did that shit a lot with females. Like I don't like selfish shit. I mean, like looks and all that other surface shit. Of course, it matters to me, but I can take what I personally deem a less attractive female, but also you have to still be attractive to me.
There's a number.
There's things I can look past I would take a better soul, like a better inside than the outer beauty. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, again, only for my personal dealings, I've had what I deem beautiful women, and I've had women that look great on the outside, but demons on the inside. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's like what you rather have. So me personally, yeah, give me the dope soul, give me that beautiful inside, and the rest we can work with, man. That's where it kind of starts. Give me the giver, be more thoughtful, be caring of others, and yeah, and honestly, that brings out the best me, because I can be certain ways, but yeah, it's all about you got to also find someone that's going to bring out the best you, because I also think a lot of times in relationships, people you tend to settle because you start working on yourself. You feel like I believe it was T that said earlier, I don't got to do this anymore because she got it or he got it. Like you forgot that you was still working on yourself before any of that, and you stopped because that relationship crippled you. Me personally, I mean, I think people tend to grow when you got to stand on all 10. When it's just you and you got no one else to turn to, you grow, you flourish in that. That's what I personally think. So I think there's a lot of benefits to honestly just being single. There's a lot of benefits. I think you grow a lot when you are single, but if you're moving correctly and if you're in the right spaces, because you also could fail tremendously if you aren't utilizing your time and your space and keeping the energies around you. That's gonna feed you more than eat off of you. You know what I'm saying? What's a parasite? You know what I'm saying? You can't have parasites around you. Or else that's going to
that's the title. That's the title of the single, right? Parasites, right there.
You could surround yourself with parasites, and it's just gonna eat at you. Or if you get around the good energies and things that's gonna pour into your cup, you know what I'm saying? Not really emptying your cup. You're going to grow. So nothing wrong with being single, neither. And also, I think that's
Steve,
why.
Don't get too deep into it. We were just trying to learn where everybody was at so we could have the conversation.
There's more. I'm not gonna lie though. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for him to drop this album?
Let him stand 10 toes down.
He was cooking. I didn't mean to cut him off,
but he took me out of the kitchen.
Hold on. I'm ready for you to drop this album, and I know I'll be joking around with that, but you be spitting some bars, and I know you be writing Mike shit, so you can just tell me right now.
Never wrote a bar for me.
Right now you touch my soul.
You see me freestyle.
You touch my soul just now.
But yo, I only stopped you because I felt you getting on your pre-shit. You was getting on the roll, but I kind of wanted to learn where everybody was at, so we can then all have the conversation. Then I'm gonna let you get back into your bag.
If I can,
I've thrown you mad assist. I'll get you back into your bag. You good?
I like Pretty Demons. No.
Most important thing. I know you're married, but what's the most important thing when you were searching?
100%. I jokingly when I say I like Pretty Demons, but I like a feisty person because you know me. I'm not a lovey-dovey soft person. I come across as very brazen from the moment that both of y'all met me to right now. I've only softened up because I probably have children, and and you can't be an asshole your entire life because nobody will come to your funeral. So
or they will.
It's kind of one of those things.
At your funeral, were you roasting?
Yeah, you're supposed to. That's in my will.
No, we roasting you.
If you don't, no, fine. That's in my will. 100%.
I'm sorry.
No, 100%. I need somebody that has tenacity and the ability to take me when I'm at this level, to bring me to a level that's like, hey, I need you to come down, but also I'll uplift you, but also bring you back to solid level. That's the type of person that's who I have. But that's always been important in my relationships. That was my number one. That's why I've only, like Steve, has only dated a few women. I've been out there in these streets, but I've only ever seriously dated a few women, and all of them had that quality. The one that I married had that quality 150 times 1,000, and that's just the way it is. I mean, I don't need a big heart is amazing, and I have that, but I need somebody that's going to be able to not control me, but be able to understand me and understand that I'm a big personality and that I am an asshole, and be able to not be collateral damage.
Okay, and for me, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sammy.
I said that's a beautiful response.
Thank you.
I feel like we all at Miss America.
I know.
Anyway.
You want me to get ratchet? You want me to be that motherfucking Sammy in this bitch? Is that what you want?
We wouldn't have you on. Come on, do that. 100%. Beat that.
So yes. Hey, she's like, the nigga that shit trash. But no, for me, I'll say my second because Steve named my first. A good heart, a big heart is major because it matches my energy. But my second thing is intelligence. So you got to have a combination of the two. You have to be smart enough to know, have a curious mind and seek out solutions to problems, and then match that with the heart energy of wanting to do well for people and not just gain, let's say, wealth for yourself. If you can match those two things, I'm going to use Kelly Rowland as an example.
No, that's the wrong one. Use the real one.
Jada Pinkett?
No, the real one.
The real
Claire
one?
Huxtable.
Oh, Claire Huxtable. Jesus Christ. Claire Huxtable is my all-time TV crush. But I'll just say this. You have to be a combination of intelligent and have a big heart. It can't just be intelligence for intelligence sake, and it can't be heart for heart's sake. It's got to be both because one, I feel like I'm very smart, and two, the big heart thing is just you have to want to use that intelligence for good. Now I'm gonna end there and progress everybody to the next set of questions with everything that we all said. T, Sammy, Claude, Steve, and me, and I'll let the ladies go first. If this is the most important thing, we all are human. Looks are in there too, right?
I think looks are like yes.
You don't need a 10 out of 10, but if whatever your number for looks, if your number's 7, would you accept a 5 with what you want? If whatever your number is, would you accept lower for what you want?
Well, hold on. So men we have a threshold, right? It's what we think of ourselves.
You're not a lady.
then no, I'm saying men have a threshold. Go ahead.
Going to the ladies first.
All right, I'm just going.
Would you accept
Whichever one.
less for the thing you want most? Whatever.
Well, less as what looks wise.
Whatever the other
But
thing.
you said, look, are we on looks right now?
I think looks is an important.
I think looks is fair. I think
Yeah.
we're all human, and you like to be attracted to your person. Would you accept whatever your number on looks is? If it's 8 or 9 or 7, whatever it is.
I'm not very vain. I like my niggas medium ugly. I prefer
She like her niggas a little bit ugly.
No, I still want to find you
Like,
attractive.
no, that's a real term. It's a real thing.
term.
It's a real thing. That's why I feel
Hilarious though. I didn't expect her to say that.
I like real aggressive looking niggas. Like I like them like, like African aggressive looking. So me, if that's already like my 5. So I don't know. If you lower than that, then shit. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
All right. Well, not looks for you. What if he was a nicer guy than more brash? I'm just guessing. You like him to be a little tough. What if he's a little
She like
soft?
him dirty. Like she like him like have a little.
Okay. What if he's a little pretty boy?
He got to be like Young Dro.
I don't like pretty boys.
Yeah. So he's a little more pretty boy, but he had the other thing you named.
I could do a pretty boy, sure, but I prefer not to. But I mean, like pretty boy, as in like what he gets his nails done, like he look pretty.
So he has a good heart that you're searching for, but he looked like Genuine or some shit. Like whatever the stereotypical.
Pretty boy ain't got to be light skinned. Pretty boy could look like Tyson Bedford. You said Genuine. You went
I
straight
named
to
a person, but I didn't say light skin. I just named
boy. Go ahead.
Who doesn't want a fine ass nigga? So if you have my thing, he's like pretty, then sure.
How much of that is a deal breaker though?
What pretty niggas is they think they're a bad bitch too. So they can only be one bad bitch in a relationship.
He a bad bitch, but he got all the heart that you was looking for.
Oh, I can't. So I gotta be the not bad bitch in a relationship.
Y'all equal.
Okay, we equal bad bitches.
Both
Okay.
y'all edges is nice, but his heart is big like you looking for.
Okay,
He's just not as rough as you like.
I'm gonna deal with him. Yeah.
And I'm gonna stick
that
beside
settling?
him.
We'll talk about it. Go ahead.
She said I'm gonna stick beside him.
Next.
I want to know, is that settling after
no.
we all go around?
Yeah.
I'm not settling just because you're a good person. Nah.
That wasn't your
Niggas
thing.
don't look at you
I
and be
forgot
like,
what
oh,
your
she has a
thing was.
great fucking heart. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of her heart. No, no, thank you. I don't want to. I don't have to. So, no.
Yeah, she don't like you if you're ugly.
What was
I'ma
your
say-
thing
and
though? I forget what your thing
I
was.
can be as shallow as I want to because if I keep my nails done, if I do like all these things that are aesthetically pleasing, I mean, I need you to be up there. Like,
You said look.
What was your thing? I forget what you listed as the most important thing.
Oh yeah.
oh, someone that can understand me and that like doesn't make me doesn't dim my light. Doesn't dim my light.
He
Let me be
understands
as
you.
who I
He
need
don't
to
dim
be,
your light.
as free as I need to be without telling me to tone down, without telling me X, Y, and Z. I need a great partner. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
why you need a pretty boy.
He give you all that, but he looked like what Sammy would have said.
The type of niggas I like.
Yeah. He looked like Sammy's homies, but he give you all the heart and support and protection you need.
So you say if he was rougher around the edges?
No, he ugly.
What
No,
you
the
trying to
nigga
say?
medium ugly.
He
medium
ugly.
Wait,
No.
I didn't say I like ugly niggas.
You said
Oh,
medium.
medium
You
ugly.
said medium.
The thing is, and usually I'm not even gonna lie, most niggas that I think are attractive might not be the same. Because me and Sammy don't have the same type. So she might think some niggas that I'm dealing with are like ugly as hell. And I'm like, yo, this nigga really that nigga. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's all about what someone else thinks looks good. And I know if I don't find you aesthetically pleasing, no, I'm not settling.
And I want to be clear. The guy I'm presenting gives you the number one thing you want, but he's not as aesthetically pleasing as you want.
But I'm sure I can find someone. That's what I'm saying. The idea of settling sounds crazy to me. It sounds
So
crazy
her
to me.
answer. So
Yeah,
her
I hear.
answer
I hear.
I don't want to be with someone that's ugly.
Because the
and
thing
I'm
is,
gonna
I've
take-
settled before, so I know what it's like to settle. So why do I have to put myself in the box of settling if I know I can get what I want? Because I've gotten it before.
But that relationship ended because he was ugly, or not as attractive.
No, he wasn't
Excuse me,
supporting
not
her.
as, not supporting.
He
He
wasn't supporting her.
I gotta make the distinction just to understand.
No, we don't. I don't date you if you're ugly. So that's not even gonna be a reason for a breakup.
T's thing is she wants to feel safe and supported and not dimmed in her light.
Yep.
Thugga's thing
Facts.
is that she wants somebody with a big heart, even if he medium ugly.
Quick question before we start giving our stuff: could a pretty guy though, Dim? Could he technically a pretty guy? So a guy that's maybe
No.
getting the
You can't dim my
manicure.
light because I'm not insecure.
Okay.
The
Hey,
finer the
there you
better.
go.
What's up?
I like it. I do. Great answer. Who wants to?
We're going in the same order. Steve and then Claude. And
Okay.
Y'all, one of y'all rock first because I kind of.
You don't remember the question?
Yes.
Okay.
So given the thing that you listed as first, Steve, you said it was a big heart. I want somebody who has a big heart, who I'm not going to rehash everything that you said, but she lacks in something else that you also think is important.
Oh, you still asking? I thought you were going.
I thought y'all were going for looks. No, y'all not supposed to ask us about looks, and then y'all gonna say something else for y'all.
That's what threw me.
No, because looks obviously married to men.
Yeah, it still looks correct. Good shit, T. So you still get the big heart and everything you want it, but she lacks a little bit in looks. Your number, I think you said, was 7 while we were joking around.
Okay, I didn't get. I don't know if I gave a looks like a number look. But point of it is, can I settle for a lesser attractive female if she hits everything else? I guess it would
not everything else, just that number one.
Do.
Then I guess it would honestly for me it would have to boil down to her attitude, because I like women with attitudes. I don't like my woman with attitude problem.
As T just said, the number one thing you listed was important was a big heart.
Right.
But now we're boiling it down to she's lacking in the looks department. Would you accept such heart with less looks?
Yes, you
would.
Will.
You accept
Most
the 5 with big hearts?
I don't agree with it.
T is her bet. She's all in on yes, you would.
I feel like he won it.
Let me give it.
We got a counter bet.
I'm gonna give it up.
Call.
All right. We talking about I'm not attracted to her now?
I didn't say unattracted, just less.
No, we did not say she's ugly. She's just not what she's not
ideal looks.
Your expectation of what you want as physicality.
I want to say I'll say no, because honestly I just love a pretty girl. I can't.
Yeah.
But
so she got to be pretty, like say a 8 and have a big heart.
It's extra common. It's extremely common. So yeah,
I'm not saying it's dumb. I'm asking you to clarify what you said.
Yes, the answer. Then to repeat my answer. The answer is no. I need her to be a little bit prettier. Like yes, you got to be pretty, and you got to have that heart.
That's fair. That's the same thing T said. Claude,
I like what I like, and I don't think there's anything wrong with liking something as far as the physicality of an individual, and anything less than that, we're men. Okay, so we already base things on fit. They can talk as much as they want about wanting to date pretty niggas all they want to, 100%. Women don't value the same things when it comes to relationships as far as physicality as men do. Men are gonna want a pretty, a pleasing, pretty, not just a pretty person that they're attracted to, but a pretty person that other people are gonna find attracted to. Because what's the first thing that you with your boys? The last thing that you want, especially when you're younger, is for them to be like, "Oh, you with that ugly chick." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Or they say at least you happy.
I bet she real smart and got a great personality. No, like listen, 100%.
Homies give you the qualifier, you're done.
Right. So what? 100%. I totally agree with Steve. I disagree with them, but I totally agree with Steve because I think men and women are split down the middle when it comes to this. I think they're less likely they will concede when it comes to looks more than we will.
100%.
Yeah. We'll talk. We can talk about that.
She was Claude Lana cosigner.
Thank you.
100%. Yeah. For me, I'll tell you, I gave a hybrid answer of heart and intelligence. I'll give up a little bit of heart, but intelligence got to be there. You gotta match my energy a little bit on the intelligence, but I will sacrifice on the looks a little bit to get those other two. As simple as that. And I say a little bit. I ain't talking about running up in the bar with a 3, but if let's give me a number. Let's say if 7.5 is where I'm at with it. I'll take a 6.5 if she's smart and got a big heart. But I ain't gonna go for the dumb 9. I mean, I'll fuck her, but I ain't gonna lock in.
What do y'all think y'all are? What y'all think y'all? What number y'all?
Look, Samuel, all we see is your mouth, baby. Can you pull that camera up just a little bit?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure out how to work this.
You good?
I'm sorry. Repeat.
I think y'all are like
through as far as on look department. Mm-hmm. Oh, me personally, I'll go first.
I'm rolling a 6.5.
Irrelevant.
I'm a 4. I'm an even 4 flat. Yeah,
you're
me.
4.
Facts. I'm a 4.
Who said that 6.5? Okay, what do you say you are?
I'm saying infinity irrelevant. It does not matter. I don't even ever give
That's how
myself
I
a
am
number.
too. I
have never given
really
myself
hate
a
putting
number.
a number on how I feel, because I feel like I might feel like I look good as fuck, and it's when I look at her and be like,
I feel like both of y'all get in fights and tie with the person y'all fought.
I'll tell you what. I tell you what. Why that's nothing's wrong with with being self-aware of where you're at. Honestly, I think that's a little cop out, to be honest.
do you know why it's not a cop out?
I'll let y'all finish it. Go ahead.
Let her answer.
Do you know why I feel like it's not a cop out?
Sure.
Because I feel like there's no one out of my league.
Okay, cool. And you feel the
if
same?
I
There's
look-
no one out.
Yeah.
The
Tyra
thing
Banks, you
is,
popping.
I feel like
Yeah.
Okay.
my little miniature rejection, and it's only because he wasn't out of my league look wise. He was out of my league of like where he's at in his life, not because of how it looks. You know?
Hold on.
But if we were talking about looks though at first, because that's where it kind of started.
I know, and I
agree.
feel like look wise, no one's out of my league.
But and also you're a female. It's a little bit hard. That's
Can I answer, because it's a little bit more
Sure.
because I am a male, and obviously the way she looks and the way I look are going to be very different. Obviously, you're going to get the attractive thing. I said it less of. May I have the camera?
You've been.
May I have the camera? Am I
Why
allowed to
though?
have the
Because
camera? Because I'm gonna talk to the audience on this one.
He wants
I'm
us
gonna
close up for his description
I'm
of
gonna
why.
give it to y'all first, and then I'm gonna split.
This
split
is
the camera.
your close up.
So this is what I'm just saying. So to me, why I say it doesn't matter, and I don't believe that anything's out of my league. And you ask, could I spit at Tyra Banks, or could I get Tyra Banks?
Whatever you can spit.
You can
at.
definitely spit at her.
I'm a spit at a Tyra Banks no matter what. But at the end of the day, I'm not afraid of rejection. So at the end of the day, I don't really. So there's nobody out of my league, so I don't really care. So if I spit at Tyra Banks and Tyra Banks rejects me, obviously it's a supermodel. Who cares? Move on.
Yeah.
But there's tons of beautiful women that look like Tyra Banks that I have done pretty well with, as have you or Mike. And you said you're 6. What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said 6 and
He
a
said he
half.
was a 4.
He's a
He said he was
4,
solid 4.
and Mike said he's a 6.
Yeah, and a
6.5.
very soft one. Now I'm
He
very.
said a 6.5.
3.8, but the curve I get to 4. I'm like a 3.
You must be
Who's
short.
giving the
That's why I
curve?
said that. He gotta be
Speaking of
short.
6.5 for the
Short, aren't
curve,
you?
I feel you.
Are you short?
He gotta be short.
I'm extremely short, bald. Like it's bad for me out here in the street.
Does that matter, ladies?
I mean, like when you call yourself a 4, it's because like you must fucking know like there's something that makes you extremely undesirable.
I'm unattractive. I think I'm unattractive.
You
Anyway,
might have a
but look,
tough face, but being short definitely makes you a 4. So I feel you. I do.
3.8. 3.8.
Don't co-sign
But,
his
I don't
4.
think him being short makes him a 4, and I say that as a 6'5".
You were
man.
lying. You just
No.
loved every moment of the joke.
Okay,
No,
my
I
question
did.
is,
I love.
How tall are you?
Me?
Me, I'm 5'7". On a good, unless it's high. If it's summertime, I'm 5'8".
You're 5'7".
Yeah, unless it's summer,
Damn,
I'm
Sammy,
5'8".
y'all the same height.
That's why you're 4. Okay.
Exactly.
But I feel like it's really like, you know, me. It's really funny me calling somebody short when I'm 5'1". So
Truth.
5'1". You know, you 2
Yes.
inches from midgetry.
It's
you
little
2 inches
people
from getting
dream.
beat up. Fuck.
But you got to jump up
Shit.
to get it.
Ooh, she said you 2 inches from getting beat up.
You got to borrow a ladder.
No, don't speak past what she said.
What?
You 2 inches from getting beat up.
No, it's more like a foot actually. She's gonna have to get on a step ladder.
Sammy
don't think height-
Sammy give her a
I do this
boost.
my
She'll
entire
give her a
life.
boost.
That's
But I know
why
I know you
think
think that
it's
I'm a
6+.
heightist. I'm not a heightist.
So I get it. It's all right.
Real quick, guys, because I want to get this up. I know you think I'm a heightist, and I'm not a heightist because I don't think, again, as men, I don't think we don't get our number systems are not the same thing as their number system. Their number system is solely based on how they look. Our number system is, you said, on a curve. I said it's a collective thing. You know, it's not just how we look.
I don't
Throw
believe
in
that.
height.
I'll tell you why I don't believe that.
Go ahead. Why?
Because I'll use
You don't
T-
believe that. I believe that. Or you don't believe that in general.
No, I don't believe it in general. I'll use T's example I'll use T's answer for example. You can have the biggest heart in the world all you want, but if you medium ugly, you ain't for her. So her ranking for you will be less.
There's a lot of chicks, females, ladies that
Telling
like
you what-
medium ugly dudes, and Sammy, that was one of them.
Yeah, I'm talking about what T said.
What's he?
Top one.
Oh, that's not her. You gave her. Oh, I forgot. You gave her a nickname.
Me and her, we
That's
cool.
right. I didn't think about it because you said T. I was thinking of RT in
Ambitious
my brain.
Teray.
I got it.
Ambitious Teray.
I got it. I'm with you right now. But
My
just
homie Ambitious Teray said that even though she wants someone to make her feel safe, and that she wants someone to listen to her and not dim her light, that they also have to be attractive. And while you just depicted that men don't have to be as attractive, which is a general truth, I agree, for Ambitious Teray, it's not true. She also wants you to meet the bell at the looks department.
And if the world was not called Earth and it was called Ambitious Teray, Terra Nova, whatever.
But respectfully,
would
there's
be,
a lot
you know.
of women that feel like The only reason why a woman will go out of their usual type is if a nigga got money. So you gotta be like, you know, and that's, I mean, I guess I'm only speaking for what I know from Houston women. I can't speak for women anywhere else because I know most women in Houston are okay with talking to an ugly nigga because he got money. Like, not even just like regular money, like fucking scammer money.
Like money.
You can go ahead and raise that little marker to make the circle a little bit bigger than Houston. I think that's probably way bigger than Houston.
A lot of women.
Yeah,
I can't speak
definitely. You're absolutely right.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're absolutely right though.
It's a circle, Julian.
But also the former president married who he married for money.
Correct.
He bought her. That's what I was getting at.
On a line. But anyhow, we don't have to go down that line.
I'm just saying nigga was rich and she was like, oh shit, I'm poor from Middle East.
From Eastern European.
Middle Eastern European.
Again, I agree on the money thing, except for the fact that you think that he's a 4 because he's 5. Would you say 7?
No, why do I think I'm a 4?
Not you. I know you. She said you're a 4 because of the height.
I'm a 3.8. She didn't call
Sammy
I didn't call him a 4, but when
Sammy did though.
No, he's 4.
He first started at 4. He's lowered himself. I guess I don't know why.
A 3.8 because I grade myself in a curve. That's
wait, you're 3.8 now?
No, y'all weren't listening.
Yeah, I heard you 4 curve.
He definitely said 4 at first, and that's
Correct.
why when he said he's a 4, I asked, "Are you short?" Because that's the only reason why I feel like a man will rank himself that low. Because I feel like most men, respectfully know where they're at. Like they know, like, oh, I'm probably like a 7, maybe I'm a 6 on a good day.
I know you're usually wrong.
What happened?
I feel like most men think they're more attractive than what they really are.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying, like, I want to say guys usually give themselves higher in expectations of knowing they're going to fall lower because of certain things. So when you say you're a 4, I'm like, this man got to be short. That's the reason why I asked you.
I'm a 4 flat. That's it. That's 3.8. Give me the curve. Thank God I get the curve.
Do you work out?
What curve?
Nah, I don't even
work out. I
work
know
out
about this curve because we didn't even get this shit in school. So
I don't really like the gym. Nah, that ain't my thing.
3.5.
I can take that.
Did she just drop off on that note?
Not with a straight face. Hilarious. The straight face got me. The 3.5.
Hey, that's cool. And as long as you know, man.
And you're 5'1", you said?
I can't help it. Like, look, I like what I like.
I work out a lot.
Gyms aren't for me. You know what I'm saying? I like what I like.
Good.
Fast food, greasy things. I like what I like, yo.
Who is saying I like?
Was there a Freaky Friday and somebody?
I mean, Steve Cash.
Said, get them out of here. Sorry to hear that.
Damn,
I will say. I'm gonna just say 100%. I get what y'all are saying, but for every 5-foot woman that thinks that she's a 10 and doesn't like short men, there is a 5'1" woman that likes dudes to be taller than them, and guess what? He's taller than 5'1". And there's not there, and so but I guarantee you, a woman that's not attractive, she's going to have to settle.
I feel like everyone has to settle a little bit.
Mrs. Never Settled? That's crazy.
No.
Oh no, you definitely settled. You said 3 out of 10. That's a J. That ain't even an F. That's a J. That's a bad failure.
That's my 3 basic thing. You gotta be tall, black, and got money. So those are the 3 things you already have. Then it's okay.
You have to be tall, black, and have money. And you know what? That is your criteria, and nobody can take that away from you.
Facts.
I'm going to tell you right now, though, are those criteria is going to change as you go up there in age, and as we say, the dating pool starts to dry up a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. I've known Sammy for at least 3 years, and that's always been her go-to. Usually, it's in the record of like money, dark skin, and then but definitely it's always been the same idea for the most part.
Yeah, the height can vary. You can be like 5'9".
So, but those are your expectations, and your expectations are your expectations, and nobody can take that away from you. But you have to logically thinking that eventually you're gonna have to compromise on some of that stuff, because
I don't think I'm gonna have to compromise on finding a black man that's tall that has a nice job. I'm sorry, that's not what I'm gonna compromise on.
But I will say, as the
what's a nice job? Just curious.
Like, oh, he can scam, or he's a doctor.
Not a scammer. We don't want scammers. That is not the end goal. We do not want scammers.
I love it.
But T, didn't you say you was looking for scammers
No,
actively?
did you see? I feel like this is the thing. Y'all are hearing, but you're not listening. I said it's about the place you are in your life.
Where you are, scammers is good for you, but not for thuggers.
Yeah, like if you're trying to be in love, scammers are not. That's
If you're
not the
trying to be
go-to.
in love, you don't fall in love with a thief. No,
A scammer can't be in love?
you
I'm not
can.
saying they can't
Why
be in
would you?
love, but the I feel like, in my opinion, the dating pool for scammers is a lot broader because you can afford many women.
Oh,
with you
because
being
then
able to
that's where the
afford
money
many
come in.
women, that's the opportunity of like bitches that you would never even be able to touch. Like they're open up now because you have money.
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty.
I'm gonna finish my point just real quick because I did have a point there. And y'all are hilarious, by the way, with the scam and shit. It's funny until your card gets skimmed and you got to call your bank.
Scammer run off with they shit.
You gotta fucking call your fucking bank and be like, God damn, somebody skimmed me again at the gas station. Fucking marathon on Kennedy. Fuck you. Anyhow, I'm just saying, 100%. I feel I did because of the scamming. You're a beautiful woman. I'm comfortable saying that. You're young. You got a lot going on for you. As a woman, at some point, I'm just telling you, that criteria has got to be a little bit, got to loosen the reins a little bit. You wear a corset, you got to let that shit go as you get older, because you can say, hey, I won't have a problem finding a man that's black, that's attractive, and has money. But there's tons of women that are going to eventually be. I'm getting all these thoughts right now on Instagram, and I hate using that word because it's a nasty word, but it is what it is.
Nasty word.
It is a nasty word because it's got hoe in there, and I don't like hoe shaming people because there's nothing wrong with being a hoe.
So does hope.
Huh?
So does hope.
So does hope.
Hope has
The word
hoe in
hope
it,
has
too.
a word hoe in it.
I can't wait for your album to drop. I swear to God.
I
See,
am
you just spitting
crying.
bars
Not
today,
J.
Steve.
Cole on the
You
stage.
spitting bars today, Steve. Will you write my stuff too, please?
What do you
But
mean,
my
too?
point is,
I
it's
don't
just
feel
saying, it's just saying though, like at some point, because men, as we get older, our dating capital, our sexual capital, our ability to get women, it kind of goes up. If you're not being, a bum, you know what I'm saying? If you were going up, if you were at least progressing in your job, if you're progressing in your health, and you can't, even if you're not progressing in your health, because you can still be a fat old man with money. You cannot be a fat old woman with money. So, and I'm not saying that's going to be you by no means at all. I'm just saying though, at some point you're going to have to loosen those reins on those expectations. And if you want to call that settling, call it settling. But it's just at some point your lack of wanting to settle is going to have to turn into your realization of reality.
But what's lower than tall black with money? I feel like that's that's not low enough. Like, you want me to be with a white man? Is that what?
That could no. I listen. I don't ask me that, because I'm the type of person that says that you should never restrict your dating pool to a race. I think that's foolish. That's just me though.
Can you? I'm
also
asking
have
a
a white
question
wife.
based on what you just said.
Go ahead.
You're thugger. You said tall, black with money. Would you take?
You want me to be with a poor man? Oh my God!
No. Calm down. I didn't
Not
say
a
poor.
man,
I wasn't gonna
bitch.
say
Go
poor.
the fuck to hell.
I wasn't gonna say poor. I was gonna say homie got money. He tall, but
He's
he
white.
not black.
Honestly, I don't really talk to. I don't see myself in that position because I'm not in places where non-black men approach me.
Yeah.
Have conversations with them.
Mhm.
So I rarely ever get them. But I mean, I'm not against talking outside my race.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I have to.
So you cool with being a bed wench? You cool with being a bed wench?
You stop,
You want to be a bed wench?
I mean, I didn't say I want a white man. I said I wasn't talking outside my race.
I feel you.
You just have to be comfortable with the fact that they may want to just, get the reins of a horse and string you up, because I don't know how Houston white men are, but I get the feeling that they're not very,
But you know
correct me if
what?
I'm-
People do that all the time. Don't you see those bitches who like be dogs and shit? Like, that's not even a race thing. It's just like a fetish.
A fetish.
You
Yeah.
seen that World Star
I see.
video like I did? I see.
Yeah, they have dogs on leashes. I've seen black guys do that to women, so it's not even like a thing.
Oh shit. Y'all wild out there in Houston.
It wasn't.
TU did not. T was not like feeling that. She was like, nah, no, don't tie me up.
I
No, I
saw
was like, I said, don't put me in that category. No, thank you.
But no, just and I'm not saying you have to agree with me or not, because my opinion is my opinion. But I'm just saying, as women get older, it's a upside down curve for men and women, right? As men get older and they reasonably have an expectation to make more money. Hold on, I'm gonna let you talk to make more money. we grow and we kind of get better. I personally love the idea that my wife is going to be in her 40s soon. She dreads it, but I love the fact. But we're married. But I'm talking about a single woman that's still trying to get that expectation that she wants of a specific thing. You're gonna have to let up at some point because there's gonna be those rich older men that are black and tall can just get a 21-year-old who's, I'm sorry, it's different. It's, I don't want to say better, but it's just easier and why not? Go ahead, Miss T.
I'm attractive, right? And I don't look my age, so I'm gonna look forever.
My question is, do you not feel the same that sometimes it's for men because y'all wait so long to settle that the best bet for men that are in their late 40s that refuse change, they decide to date younger, as in naive women that are okay with their stuck ways? Is that not a question I can pose to you?
You can pose that to me. I don't. Because I actually do know several. Actually, now that you mentioned that, and I think that they're dating those young women because it's the younger woman's going to be more likely to be more cooperative, and to kind of go along with what they want. And like you said, they're 40, they're older, they don't want to have to compromise at that age. You're basically just looking for somebody that meets your needs sexually, mentally, whatever. You're not necessarily looking for a partner when you're 40, 50 years old, when you're with a 20-something-year-old. But if by the time you're 50 or 40, you still haven't met Mr. Tall, Black, and Rich, Mr. Tall, Black, and Rich at 50 is not necessarily going for the 50-year-old woman. He's going for the 20, 25-year-old woman if he's single.
And that's very true.
So, I mean,
we're now in a space where some older women are dating younger.
Now you're talking.
A couple of homies.
Yeah, I mean, that would not be my option or something that I would have wanted.
Why not?
But I mean,
why not?
I don't know. I don't even really like talking to younger men now. It's not like there's anything wrong with them. I just, I usually date older. That's usually what I date, like maybe 2-3 years. The most I've ever done was 7 years. So, I mean, I don't know. Because I can't even say it has anything to do with maturity because life experience gives you maturity. I just want to say that, man, I just never considered myself with a younger man. I don't know.
If I'm older and single, I will be with the young man. I want to be a Miss Parker type bitch,
You gonna be a who?
Miss Parker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Miss Parker. Yeah.
Okay.
Miss Parker was fine.
Was she with the young guys though? She was with the preacher. I get in the movie. We don't know what she did after that. What?
Fuck her, and she,
Oh, I got you.
All these young niggas. So yeah.
Do you think there's a reason for the fact that I guess we can call them? I don't want to call them cougars as stereotypical, but as Sammy just said, when I'm older, I'll date younger. You get more on the physicality side from a younger guy, but you'll lose on the maturity side. Aren't these forms of settling?
That's definitely a settle. Definitely a settle.
I don't see myself seriously dating a younger guy when I'm older. I'm just trying to fuck these young niggas because they got the stamina. I'm 50. Old niggas don't got that stamina. So
you'll settle for the stamina.
I settle for the stamina. Yeah.
Then settling is good. I appreciate your apology.
Let me ask this then.
I want to hear what T was saying.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm not dating younger just for the stamina. Nah, I'm telling you, I want a life partner, respectfully. So
what if I'm a scammer, but he don't scam good?
I put myself in a position like I keep saying. Did I say older?
Yes. And I'm gonna comment on that. Go ahead.
I want to be
wait, T. I'm not dating just to
T. I want to be clear. Your questions aren't the same as Sammy's question because y'all have different tastes. Hers was based on
age. You're changing it. Okay, you're changing the
question.
Okay, sorry.
Is based on the validity. So you get scammer guy, but he scams terribly. He keeps getting caught by the police or whatever the fuck. Like the question changes for each of you, just like it changes for
not by the police. Even better. Okay, so he getting caught by the person he's scamming. He's beating his ass.
Nigga can't fight.
Then what? Then what? Dude, he got no hands. He might, and he's scared. And he's scared to pull a grip. He got the grip on him, and he won't even pull it. And he won't. That's your man. That's him. Yeah, you're scammer guy.
You gonna stick beside him?
Yeah, stick beside him.
One more time.
They said they are trash. This is gross.
I'm so sorry he's triggered. I don't know why he's triggered by us.
Who's saying that?
He must not love his mama.
I wish that we don't need him on, but it'd be funny to have him on. But
the question
is different than all of his opinions that he has, but that doesn't mean it affects us. So my question was, if I'm with a scammer and he gets caught up on a scam,
he ain't doing it right. He ain't doing it right.
by the person. He gets caught up scamming like
when
the
I'm
local
40,
person,
50
not the
years old,
police.
I'm not about to be no fucking scammer.
What? He get caught by the person he's scamming from.
Yeah, like that person,
I'm-
and that person,
when
and that
I'm
person
that-
wash his ass.
in
He
that
wash him in
realm
the
of
streets.
life,
He washing right by his 84 spokes. That's what gets left by the 84 spokes. Why his trunk is popped?
He leaned on him.
See, did we ask you? Is Sammy?
Wait, what?
I don't know what she went. She's gone.
Yo.
What the fuck just happened? Wait.
I don't know.
Okay.
You okay? You good?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I just
It's
gotta.
911 if you feel you about to hurt yourself.
I'm crying.
Uh,
Life alert.
T, I question. My question for you, though, because we Sammy, we know definitively. She said black, rich, and tall. Are you black, rich, and tall too?
Definitely black. More is my biggest thing. I don't care if you're really rich. I just need you to be taller than me,
Which is not hard.
preferably 6 foot. Preferably 6 foot. Preferably, but I mean, my mom is 5'3", my dad is 5'5", so it's like I know I said like I shouldn't have to settle, but I mean like
You want to do taller
if I'm
than your
getting
dad?
older in age and like you guys keep saying, because y'all keep trying to push this narrative that you can't get it all. That's what you guys keep telling me.
It's not a narrative.
So if I have to, my
You can
biggest
get
thing
it
is
all.
they gotta be black. I just want to be with a black man. So for sure, that's gonna be my biggest thing. If I had to choose of
Okay.
all the things,
T,
let it be a black man.
I'm gonna keep messing with you because the conversation is about settling. I'm trying to find the settle point. He black,
The
but he
settle
mixed.
point is he's a black man.
But he mixed. He
Stop.
mixed though.
I
He watched Fox News sometimes.
don't think that's no.
No, I don't.
Hold on, I just gotta make a disclaimer. All
Why?
mixed people
I
do
wasn't
not.
talking about you.
I know you're not talking about me, obviously, but just I'm speaking for the mixed people in the audience and watching this later on the rewatch.
And you're not mixed, so
just
you don't gotta
because,
speak for them. You can't speak for them. 'Cause you're not them. You're a nigga.
This nigga's mixed.
Okay, but I'm just saying, just because you're half white or 38% white, according to DNA.com, it doesn't mean that you're watching Fox News or that you can't be just as black as the next man.
The question wasn't about you. It was to T.
Go ahead. I know. I just got to put my disclaimer out there. I felt personally attacked. Go ahead.
And I'm okay with that. She said, imagine losing your ideal love story over height. I'm okay with that.
Whoa,
so-
really?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because the thing is, y'all gotta understand, everyone has a preference. Why do everyone want to be so like over preferences? Are you living my life? Are you living my story? Y'all, I come encounter with a lot of people. So I feel like if I can choose to be with someone that is taller than me, that's definitely a preference. If I prefer someone that is 6 foot, that's my preference. Preferences are the beauty of life. Just like
Do you think that you're gonna get? Do you think eventually that you're gonna get all of your expectations in a man?
Realistically, I don't feel like anyone has everything that you want. Realistically, I mean, if we're gonna be honest,
You're pushing a narrative
but-
about that you won't be able to. So it's not a narrative; it's actually reality. You
I
just said
mean,
it.
but I'm saying I don't want to speak that into my universe. My universe is
I
like
see.
in my mind, I'm like, yes, I can find a man like this, and the third. But when I get across the things that I can't get, that's when I start compromising on things that I don't want or things that I am okay with. But I'm like, the mindset that I have now, it's like I can provide myself with so much security just being single. And if I can't find a mate that I feel like is X, Y, and Z, I'm okay with that. And that's okay to be okay with right now. When I'm 40, maybe my mind will change and I'll feel desperado for companionship. Maybe. But the mindset that I'm in right now, I don't feel like I should have to limit my expectations just because I haven't yet met someone that can reach them.
What
It
if
makes
you
no
did?
sense to me.
What
If
if
I
you
was
took?
older, maybe I would feel differently, but I'm not older.
What if you took a real? I don't want to say realistic, but what if you took an approach where you could get that guy now that was 8 out of 10? So even just say 7 out of 10, and potentially get your 10 out of 10 eventually.
If I meet someone that
Versus
is
never
7
getting
or
it ever.
Okay, if I meet a 7 or 8 out of 10 in my life right now that doesn't meet everything, I can be okay with that. But I'm just saying, why would I have to settle for anything less than that? If
Because
said
you may
the
never
moon
get
is
the 10 out of 10.
7-8% of what you want,
But you may
I mean,
never
70,
actually.
80%, 70-80%.
Yeah.
Like,
But you're
what's
saying
the
you're
problem?
playing the odds, but what if the odds aren't in your favor?
They're not.
Before you realize they
I'm gonna
aren't.
say if they're not in my favor, then I can be honest with myself and just go back to the drawing board and what is things that I'm for stern that I can compromise on. That's just what life is.
So we had another episode where we had women on. It was actually, is the dating pool trash or do you have trash picking, do you pick trash mates? And they came to it because I didn't necessarily agree. I got convinced that the dating pool for black men is trash. So your odds unequivocally are against you. So if you wait, the longer you wait, the less likely is that you're going to find your tall, rich black man. So why wait is what I'm saying.
I feel like, but things we're okay with that. We know what reality is.
Sammy, back up. Just a little bit more.
I don't know. I can't see myself.
You don't have to. We see you. You good? Oh, we lost her.
Damn. She'll be back.
She will be back, but
it's an interesting dynamic.
There's always free dogs at the ASPCA.
Oh my God.
I got it. Okay.
It's an interesting conversation because at a certain point or another, there are people who step off the shelf. If we're talking about walking in the pool, and since I guess I'm short, I'll say you walk in the pool, eventually you hit that level where you go, oh shit, too deep. And in a relationship game, I asked Sammy this earlier, or no, I asked the group this earlier, and Sammy answered, when does a woman become like that cougar, I'll date a younger guy, at the point where she realizes that there's nothing left in the dating pool for her? Everybody's former scammers and dudes with mad kids, or let's say 1 or 2 kids, and dudes who got situations that ain't as perfect that it is at 27 and 28 than it is at 45, 55, and in between. The game changes as you age out of it, and you guys look good, and I'm sure y'all attract a lot of dudes. I'm sure y'all go out and y'all date, and y'all could dictate, I'll take a certain height, I'll take a certain thing, I like a certain type of dude. But as y'all get older, y'all don't know when that shelf is, but us as men know it. We know when the shelf is for y'all. Y'all don't know it. So what do you think about that?
I feel like the shelf hits when you're in your 30s. People act like, once women hit 30, it's a different ball game, which I think sometimes
a better ball game.
Say what?
For men.
You're right.
Yeah, she's on my
right. I feel like, for women, because, if you are 30 without a child, or 30 without being in a serious relationship, you're looked at like, so I feel like sometimes the pressure of always having to find a partner kind of makes it for people to settle. And so that's why to have the mindset of like, I don't want to settle because that's the pressure that's put on me. Because I hear so much from my mother, when you're getting married, when you're having kids, because both of my siblings, my older sister and my younger sister, both have kids. And I'm the only one that doesn't have a child. And I mean, they're both in relationships. So I'm like, why is that expectation for me if that's not where I'm at in my life?
Are your siblings married?
No.
They just have kids?
But she still expects me to have a child like now because I'm getting older.
Don't have kids until you're ready.
You're married.
Don't have them until you're ready. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely not gonna have kids until I'm married. Like, of course, I'll have baby fever every here and there. But I mean, I will, unless I'm in a stable, like, lasting relationship. There's no reason for me to play like that with something that serious. So
can I ask everyone here to play a game? And I have to pee really bad, so I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave. But let's play a game a little bit. Let's play We Not Talking About Us. So not T, not Sammy, not Mike, Steve, or Claude. The greater conversation here is that why y'all so scared of settling. The average person don't have the ability to dictate height or weight or ranking scales or none of that. The average person does, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong. They can dictate weight.
You could dictate weight all you want, but I guess at the behest of, would you rather be by yourself or with somebody that ain't in your weight class? With that being said, I'm asking a question to everybody, for everybody. It's not at all. I promise it's not.
I know. Go ahead.
I'll bag anyway.
Go ahead. I know.
The question I'm asking everybody in the group, for the greater conversation, not us personally, why are people so scared to settle? And if everybody searching for the better thing, a bunch of people ending up by themselves, is that the best way to handle this thing? And how do we fix it? And that's my question.
Good question.
I'll let the ladies answer.
Go ahead,
first.
Sammy first. Sammy first. Go ahead.
Sip and spill.
Oh, crap. Okay. I'm sorry.
Need a moment to think.
I need a moment. I need that question asked again.
I got you. I'll be more concise. So if not ourselves, because you dictate what you do, and we all I think one of y'all said it earlier. We all may think more highly of ourselves. Men may think they look better than they do. Women may think they have longer than they do.
3.8.
At this point in time, if we're speaking on behalf of everybody, not ourselves, how do we change the idea that I don't want to settle because there's a bunch of people not settling and there's a bunch of people by themselves, and how do we fix it?
Oh, is it a problem? I mean, I feel like just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely.
True.
Statistically speaking, most women are going to end up alone. So I feel like it's not even, I don't see it as a negative thing. I look up to people like Tracy Ellis Ross. You've never seen her with a man, but she's flourishing. She's a bad bitch. She's beautiful. Statistically speaking, women live longer. They have healthier lives when they are alone. Men live longer when they are married. So honestly, end up alone is better for women. You can have partnerships, I think, and still not be alone.
I'm glad you said that.
I'm sorry?
I'm glad you said that because best believe Tracy Ellis Ross, a nigga is definitely knocking her ankles loose.
Yes, exactly. So I feel like you can still have, it doesn't mean you're just an old cat lady that don't have no niggas and cobwebs in your pussy. Like, no. So I don't see it as a bad thing, honestly. And,
I beg to differ. Tracy Ellis is one of few. Most women are bitter aunties.
Yeah.
They at the party like bashing dudes, and we talk about the majority of people here. Not
she gets to live her best life as a result of her celebrity and her
TV
power.
It's not 20.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. So I mean, I'm not looking up to these bitter women who are bashing and doing it. That's not what I see myself as. And I'm not saying I'm too much of a Spencer either. But I'm saying I don't see that life as a bad life too. I would like to be with a man. I would like to have a husband and not a family, but like dogs and stuff. And I always say if my husband wants to have children, I'm down to have children. But if not, I'm not really mad about the other way either. I have, like I said, I'm a plant mom of 19, so I guess I do have my own family.
Remember, though, the question was that you're speaking for everybody else, though. Do you think that that's
right.
a consensus amongst women, though?
Speaking for myself, so I guess these bitches got to settle because we are outnumbered.
Pull his trash.
The truth.
Polyamorous relationships,
Why are they scared though?
Because you're right. These hoes.
It's FOMO. Go ahead, T, and answer if you feel as though you still want to give your opinion.
mean, I just feel like the conversation around settling shouldn't be so negative. I guess that's what it is. I think the reason why we need to change our mindset of what we see settling as, because when people say, "Oh, I don't want to settle for looks," or like, because even what I was saying earlier, it's like if I change my idea of what I feel like is a negative, because I feel like when I hear settling, it does sound negative, regardless of how someone else meant it. And it's like sometimes when I see people that did settle for less than what they wanted, they're extremely unhappy. As in, like, for example, since we work in the nightlife, I happen to meet a lot of men that are married. And the biggest complaint they always have is like how they don't like their life, they don't like their wife, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, you made that choice to be in that situation. So it's like, if we actually speak more happiness into people individually instead of saying that they're going to be happier with someone and figure out what the actual real disconnect is, I think it wouldn't be an issue, because I don't feel like settling would be bad if we didn't make it seem bad. Because when we already initially are talking about it, we're talking about it like you're settling for less than what you want. And you can still get what you want and just not be in the same capacity, but you can still get what you want. Like Sammy, your nigga can be tall and he can make a little bit less money, but he gonna be black. Like, you can get what you want, but it's not gonna be it's not gonna be top tier criteria of what you expect, but it's still something you can get. Like, if I say I want someone who's tall, like happen to be someone that's 5'10", I could still be happy with a man that's taller than me. Like, if you could be tall, black, listen to one thing and you just run away with that one thing because that's what they want, and people's mind changes. It can tweak. It can be X, Y, and Z. So the idea of settling doesn't have to be negative. It can just be something that's better for you.
What are you gonna say, Steve? He could be tall, black, and something.
Oh, as far I kind of lost my point, to be honest.
No, we were just talking about you can get everything you
No,
want.
you're doing your
It's not
thing.
the
No, I
same.
agree with you. No, I
So
agree.
why then? So and a lot of and not to be a dick, Mike, you should go to the bathroom because I don't want you peeing on the floor for me.
I'm crying.
Go to the bathroom, dude. You go out the back door too. No, outside. Then so why are there so many people? You know, so many people. And when I say so many, when you type in I homework, go on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and type in settling in relationships, and it's literally this litany of videos of people. I'm not gonna settle, you shouldn't settle, it's not good, you deserve this, and you deserve to get what you deserve.
I feel you, Claude, but settling actually it does sound like a bad thing, because honestly it is a bad thing. Like, just what if you go to a restaurant? If I go to a restaurant now, I'm looking for salmon. They got salmon on the menu. I want salmon. They don't have it. Well, damn, you only got salmon, so I guess I'll settle for tilapia.
Yeah.
I didn't come here for tilapia.
Do you think you deserve salmon?
Yeah, because that's what I came here for. If it's on your menu, I came here for. I would have went elsewhere.
How did you work for that salmon though?
The job that pays me enough money to say I deserve it because I worked for it.
Period.
But they're out of salmon. It's not. It's your expectations weren't met, but it's just that's just the way life is.
Then I will have to settle if I still want fish.
Right.
Then I would. And if I'm not going anywhere,
there you go. You just said it.
If I'm not going anywhere,
You just said it.
and I'm here now, I'm gonna have to settle for the scallops.
So your bars are on fire today. You don't even know if you still want fish, you're gonna have to settle for tilapia or scallion.
You just made.
Yeah, and I think and
the
even
restaurant is the restaurant.
Steve wasn't helping me make my point, but I think that's what it is. I think people think that they deserve to get every single expectations meet. People think that they deserve to have certain things in life, and the fact of the matter is that nobody deserves anything. Technically we get what we work for, but sometimes you get what you get, and that's life. But the thing is that you don't have to look at things so negatively, as if I had to settle for this. I didn't get a tall black man that's rich, which you can get that. That's not hard. You can definitely get that, but it's not the end of the world if he's not as tall as you thought he was going to be, if he's not as rich as you thought he was be, and if he's not even as black as you thought he would be.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think that like it takes anything away from them if it's not absolutely where it needs to be.
Right.
Right. So settling is a good thing. No one should be afraid of settling.
Settle is a thing. If you're just settling for a little bit less than what you want, is a good thing. But if you're settling,
we're saying settling for a little bit less, but for something that you had no what is the word? They weren't in your plans. They weren't in your plans for this big of a change.
You weren't expecting.
Then that's when it's a problem. But when it's like something just a little bit less than, I feel like people will be okay with, because I feel like when people say settle, they want you to change your entire fucking life path. Like, oh, nigga, you thought you were gonna go here? This is what you get, you know? And when you say people don't deserve, you're deserving of anything you feel like you're deserving of.
It's not always true.
I feel like if you are this person, usually, like they said, it's the law of attraction. You're gonna get what you put out into the universe. So if that's some things that you want and you say work for, I mean, at the end of the day,
there's a lot of people driving old 90s Toyotas that think they deserve a Ferrari, and they don't have that. You don't necessarily get what you think you deserve. And I think the problem is a lot of people, would you not say, tell me I'm wrong, prove I'm wrong if I'm wrong, but I think a lot of people have false expectations.
That's your opinion. I don't want to prove you wrong, but I'm the kind of person that believes that if you feel like you deserve to be in a nice ass house, work your ass off and get it. Like, I'm one of those people that's like, if you feel like you deserve it, I'm not the person to tell you you are less than deserving of something that you know you want.
But at a certain point, don't you think that people have to be more realistic about their expectations?
That's not for me to tell them. They can be realistic, and they got to come to that conclusion for themselves. If all the hard work that you're putting in is not reaping the benefits, then maybe you need to tweak something. Maybe you need to compromise on certain things. But for you to flat out say, oh, because you don't have it, you don't deserve it. If you feel like you deserve it, nigga, get that shit.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I said that a lot of people think that they deserve what they expect. And the thing is that you don't always get what you expect. So it's hard to think you deserve something when what you expect might be just unrealistic. That's just again, like you said, my opinion. I'll leave you with that little piece of bread. Mike, did you have something? What you had another question? I thought you said before you left.
No. I was listening to the answer. I waited till the perfect time and I left, and I don't know what you're talking about right now.
I basically said that a lot of people think that they deserve certain things in life, relationships, and type of people that they end up with is one of them. There's a lot of other things as well, but I think that a lot of the problems with thinking that you deserve something is that you have this expectation of what you think you deserve, but the problem is that people don't always get what they expect, and your expectations may be unrealistic.
That was a lot of words.
We were already here at the Portal Podcast.
That was just you.
Yes, I feel like you could explain that so much simpler. But yeah,
People's expectations might be too high, and they might not be realistic.
Oh, you.
That sounded great. I understood that in 8 seconds.
exactly.
all of a sudden, 8 seconds is enough. That's wild.
But y'all, I am also high, so I'm just like, damn, that was a lot of words.
Yo,
drugs on your show?
Well, what y'all think I went to go do when I left?
Oh, you did coke. I
Like
seen the
8
residue on
times.
your nose.
Hey,
Yeah.
hold up.
Yeah,
I
time
know.
she disappeared.
I seen the coke on your nose.
Yep,
Relax.
I'll
Yeah.
try to.
It is not. I ain't know it snowed in Houston.
Crying.
Scarface. Looked like she was just jumped off a ski slope.
okay.
I'm kidding. Thug. Hey, listen, your name Thug. I don't want no smoke. Trust me, I don't. I know how y'all give it up in Houston.
If I could try to be concise with this point, I think I made the analogy earlier for a court case. If you think you can get $5 million from the lawsuit, but you could settle for 2, would you take the 2 or would you fight for the 5 and risk not getting the damn thing? Is that generally your point, Claude?
Ooh, I depends on what I'm fighting.
Say again, Sammy.
Depends on what I'm fighting for.
Money?
I mean, like, but what did you do for me to have to fight for this money? Like, did you shoot my child? Like, did you?
No. Nothing super crazy or severe. Like, you went in the store.
I'm like trying to figure out what bottle that is.
I don't know what Claude.
Which one? Over here?
Claude is making drinks right now. He's making drinks for our last.
Actually, I feel like we beat the point to hell to death. Our next segment usually is I forget what it's called. Claude, drinks on me, which is Claude. What you gonna say?
Yeah, just that. Let's keep it going, but let's at least close out this point, like as you were doing. But let them have. I would like them to have
the final word.
Just the final part on that, and then we can talk about them drinks. We can close.
Well, I was gonna ask them about their show, but we can have the final word. That I want to hear about your show a little bit.
Definitely facts. About your show.
What's the final word on settling? You make your final point, no debate, nothing. It's just I want to hear what y'all guys say.
Well, came on this bitch, saying settling is not something I would want to do, but I mean, hearing perspectives, I have an open heart of understanding that sometimes you have to be realistic of where you're at in your life, and you can get everything you want. It just might not be at the same capacity of what you might want it as. That's what I'm gonna leave it at, because I'm still there, but I'm not as extremist as I was. It's like maybe a little bit less than. So.
And you know what that is? You know what that is, bitch?
What's it? Some energy, something P energy.
Wait, you get.
She's. I'm going to tell her what. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Her mic cut out when we talk.
Say your last point.
Oh, okay. I mean, honestly, I've never been against settling. I felt like as I get older, I would have to eventually have to do that. But as of now, I don't settle. Like, I feel like Ami knows me. The one of those things, like I will cut you off. Like I don't tolerate any kind of bullshit in my life.
Yeah.
At this moment, because I'm at a place where I'm working towards a goal, so I don't need any man to distract me or give me any kind of problems that I don't need. If you know me, you know I don't like stress. So if you give me any problems at this point in my life, I'm not really fucking with it. But y'all, I do want to have a man eventually, so I guess I gotta settle a little bit, just a little bit to find that 80% good man, because there's no such thing as a 100% good man. So
yes, no such thing as 100%.
Black men are 100% good men.
And they never cheat.
Oh, for sure, y'all are good men. But I'm just saying, there's no such thing as 100% getting what you want.
Yeah.
100. Oh, what you want?
I said there's no such thing as getting 100%.
I like it. I had a great time with y'all. This shit's why did you feel able to talk right there? That was weird. Sorry about Claude doing whatever the hell he doing.
This is y'all's world. We just here right now.
I was in the middle of complimenting y'all, and he was like, "Yeah, keep them." Anyway, I had a great time with y'all. I appreciate y'all joining us and talk about settling. I do want to hear when when Thugger actually get like with a actual ugly dude, and when T get with a 5'7" dude. I want to hear y'all come back and we'll just have a revisit to this conversation at some point.
I mean, I'm dating someone that's 5'10" right now, so
that's crazy. He's short as fuck. I'm lying. I'm 5'9". I'm playing around.
It's not that short. It's just it's a little bit. It's taller than me.
I know. I'm playing around. I'm 5'9". I'm playing to my co-host's
I
joke.
am crying.
But I do want to say, y'all invited us on your show earlier. I don't know if we can make it out to Houston, but if we could set up a remote or something, we would love to join y'all in y'all's
We've never
topics.
done remote, so I feel like I'm open to it. I mean, I would. You guys will have to tell us the ins and outs of how to do it.
We can talk off air. But on top of this pod, I run a media company and we got the remote capability, so we can get us out to y'all people as quick
Talk
as.
Dirty. Come on, sir. Come on, tell us.
I wouldn't even try to be sexy. I'm just a short nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do my thing.
Hey, and it's appreciated. It's appreciated, man.
But no.
5'7", so you're not that
I'm
bad.
sorry, Sammy. Go ahead.
One that's 5'7", right? So you're not that bad.
I know this is a running joke on our show because Mr. 6'3" over here thinks he's the shit, but
6'5". Don't.
No one cares.
About me in the street. I'm
Put some
6'5",
respect
dude.
on that height.
No one cares.
Hi.
They co-sign you, Clark. Calm down. He's really aware of this, but in any case, I do agree. No one should settle. I think you have to give up some things to get other things, and I love the fact that y'all's willing to stand in here with us, talk shit. If y'all sipping and pouring, I'm trying to show up and sip and pour a little bit, whether it be remote or in person. Thank y'all.
I would say for sure. Okay, well, follow us on all social media platforms at The Real Sip and Spill, except Twitter, which is
Go on.
And while you're at it, leave us a 5-star rating because we some 5-star bitches.
Oh, bye guys.
I like it. Cause is there a reason you wanted them here still? You want to say something?
Oh, he said, he wanted us. We stay on. We can stay on. I just don't have anything to drink because I don't have any alcohol in my house. So
What is y'all show about? I listened to the clip last epi.
What clip did you listen to?
It was the one. What was the clip, Claude? We was listening to last night.
Who was the person that was DMing? Like, who's checking out?
That was CP.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say, Claude?
Being with the scammer versus being with the 9 to 5.
Oh, it was the same combo. The scammer versus 9 to 5. We were laughing about that last night. I can't wait till your scammer come up short. He gonna come back like, baby, listen, I tried to scam nigga. He gave me the beats. The beats, babe. I wasn't tall enough.
My story. That is a experience in my life. That's not my story.
I appreciate you being honest about having fun with the scammers right now. Salute to the scammers in Houston. Y'all holla at my girl Ambitious T. She ambitious as fuck.
Oh, absolutely not. Do not. I have to find you. Don't find me, please. Please.
Oh,
I think.
See, we flipping it back. No, you good?
Yeah.
I was going for a little bit. I think we should. We need to play an off mic. I think we should go to Houston. I think we should do this there.
Y'all should definitely go to Houston.
Yeah.
I'll be in Houston a little bit.
I'm like mad. We can discuss after, but I'm all the way down for that Houston trip, bro.
I'm 100% about it.
Houston would definitely be vibes.
Y'all can make a road trip.
So before they leave,
road trip. Like y'all,
Ain't no road trip.
Even outside of being on the podcast, like you
Come on now, thug of shit.
y'all can like network.
You ain't got thug out everything.
I'm not doing a road trip. I don't.
Thug is on the thug out
No,
everything.
She said she want a nigga with money, but a nigga got to drive.
Hold on, before y'all leave, hold on 1 second. Let's go into my segment real quick. It's called Drink. So I don't have a graphic for this week because as I said, thank you. I wish I could say it was the first time somebody threw a drink on me. It happens. Anyhow, y'all, why are you laughing as if I don't talk about it on the show?
Have y'all ever threw a drink in a man's face?
That's what I was laughing at. I knew where it was.
Have y'all ever threw a drink in a man's face?
Have I ever threw a drink in a man's face?
Yes.
No, I don't exhibit any violence towards men.
Oh, because okay.
I'm little, so it's like I can only do so much, and I feel like that's just not. I don't know. I don't like that. Like I don't. Even
you present as tall though,
because it's like if you do it once, it's gonna start being progressive and start being more and more. So yeah, I don't.
Okay, Thugger, how about you?
I don't think I've ever threw a drink in a man's face.
You're the one in a female face?
I don't think I've ever threw a drink in anyone's face. Will I ever? Yeah, I don't possibly.
How do you not think you either did or you didn't? You don't think? Like, what the hell?
Someone asked me, would I ever? And I said,
no.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, but I've never.
Who throwing drinks?
Throwing a drink is not my go-to.
Who throwing drinks then?
What is your go-to?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
mostly white girls, but that's a different story.
I've
never had a.
Claude said he just said white girls throw drinks in his face. Why are they throwing?
That's some like loving hip hop white girl shit. Like that's not my go-to.
Yeah, definitely loving hip hop. I don't
Why
even
are
watch Love and
women
Hip
throwing
Hop.
drinks in your face, Claude?
Why we gotta rehash stuff that we've
'Cause
already
I'm sure
talked about
they're
on previous
curious.
episodes?
Do y'all know why?
Are you talking?
I-
Why are you you're looking there
Oh,
instead of
you're
at
right.
the okay?
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you were looking. I don't know. Some people don't know how to take my humor or my presence. That's all. And they think I need to
They
cool
just
off.
try to get
Apparently,
rid of you.
they gotta cool off. You know,
Yeah.
I'm too hot. That's all.
So bitches throwing drinks.
So real quick, but while y'all get your laugh on Mike real quick. So basically this is the part of the show where I actually make a cocktail or something. Usually I'm about 90% good ones and like 10% I made a really shitty one not too long ago that I can still taste. But in honor of our guests that are from Houston, Texas, I made a I'm going to call it the Texas tea because you know they are the.
Should have talked to me.
There's lean in here.
There's no lean in it. No, it's called Texas tea. Basically, what it is, it's
Shit, she dropped off after you said that shit.
She did.
We
drop
lost
She's
it.
probably
She
gonna get her
dropped
own
quick.
cup
It's
so she can
Texas.
get
Yeah.
Oh shit! These
It's
niggas-
called
She said
Texas
talk to
tea.
Steve.
It's Texas tea because they are in Houston, Texas, and they spill and sip. Y'all spill the tea, and y'all be sipping on whatever y'all be sipping on in Texas.
Sipping
What
on
do y'all
wine.
be sipping on? Wine,
Well, we always take like 2 or 3 shots of Don Julio, and
Okay.
then
tequila. This got tequila.
we go into drinking some wine. Usually it's red wine. We are red wine hoes for sure. I love
Okay.
it.
Wine host. She likes red wine. She's trying to keep me to the side, but I don't want to be.
Listen, don't call yourself red wines.
I can't hear you.
Hear who?
Who can't you hear?
No, I can't hear you at all.
Us.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't hear.
Your homie.
Why can't we call ourselves red wines?
Everything else is fine. Just don't call yourself red wines.
I
Why?
can't hear him. Why is he so low?
You
He
can
ain't talking to Mike.
Tess, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You just low.
Yeah, he's
I-
extremely low.
I don't think anything happened.
That's
on
because
audio
he's.
side.
Never mind.
It's-
I'm not
it's-
gonna make that joke.
you got-
That's a bad joke. Put the. Anyhow,
He said, "Don't call yourself red wines."
Why? Because of the song or what?
No.
It's
What did you say you call yourself? You said you call
red
yourself
wine
what?
hoe.
Yeah, don't go with red wines.
Why?
Keep moving. Go ahead. You good. Don't worry about it.
that went over their head,
Yeah,
which is hard for you.
Cool. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't-
I feel like we are very liberated people. You know, if you want to take
What-
a word and redefine it, you know,
What does it
So-
mean? I
Alright.
call ourselves wines.
say that
You
again.
can call yourself red wines. Don't worry. Go ahead.
Hold
You
on, let
can-
me tell y'all what's in this
You,
Texas
you
tea.
can complete the sentence. Go ahead. It's fine.
Just so y'all know, if y'all want to make this at home, this is a Texas tea shot that I made in honor of.
Y'all are so low right now.
our girls. We're low.
Yeah,
something
the
happened
volume
with
is
our sound
extremely
mic?
low.
Nothing changed. We still sitting in the same spot.
I mean, I can hear y'all, but it is low.
Did the
But
did
I
the
did
thing-
start screen recording, so I don't know. Did I make
That
it
wouldn't
low?
change their.
You said you're
ear
screen recording?
volumes.
Yeah, I'm screen recording.
I'm just gonna record.
Well, hopefully the people at home can't hear us super low. We'll go ahead and get out of here. Anyhow, is our volume thing? I don't know. I
wouldn't
can't
change
see it. Oh, you didn't change it. All right.
That wouldn't change it. I would have to get up and go over there and turn it down to turn it down.
Okay, it is what it is then. I'll yell. So basically, what's in the Texas tea shot is basically a Long Island iced tea, but I make a double parts of vodka. If you've ever had a Long Island before, a Long Island is 3/4 parts vodka, 3/4 part white rum, 3/4 part white tequila, 3/4 parts gin, which I don't like gin, so I actually did a double part of vodka and a half a part triple sec. Throw in some Coke to taste and a little bit of lemon and take the shot. This is in honor of our Houston podcast friends. Tell us who y'all are again.
The Real Sip and Spill.
Real
We
Sip and
are
Spill.
a podcast of 2 women who create conversations all while sipping wine.
Y'all
I'm
be spilling the
Ambitious
tea,
Teray.
right? Y'all be spilling the tea.
Can they get
I'm
their
so
shit
sorry,
off?
Sorry.
God.
Samantha, where you at?
I'm that motherfucking Sammy, bitch. I'm right here.
No,
Well, I didn't
you-
hear you
you-
say it, ma'am.
I know. I was waiting for him to take a shot.
Take
Nah,
your
you need to
shot.
Come in the dark. Come out the dark.
Well, I had a beer earlier and I finished it, so that's
I saw
mine.
you drinking
Oh,
your
you
beer.
wilding?
ma'am.
You on a beer? You're wild in the visual.
I'm really about to get up out this house and smoke some hookah like the hooligan that I am because I love
I'm about-
hookah.
Steak.
Say what now?
Alright.
I'm about to cook some steak.
Ooh, that does sound so good.
Hey, when do y'all
Let's
air
see.
episodes?
So we record on Mondays and we drop them on Wednesday.
Okay.
You and I.
Yeah.
So question, how long is y'all's podcast? Because y'all in this bitch 3 hours and chilling. Like
Yeah,
this
man,
a-
we
usual thing?
Well, it's a live show, so we basically our idea is you pop in when you want to pop in, and we will usually cut up clips and we'll put them on Instagram and YouTube later on. With the good
Okay.
stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
Second
Yeah, so
question.
so we won't get all of your mishaps with the cameras and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, second question: how frequently do y'all do y'all's podcast?
We do our podcast once a week. We're actually a normal show that we do a live show every Thursday at
Okay.
7:30 ish. Depending on if we're late, CP time is a thing. We also do live events. So sometimes you'll see we'll do a
I
live
like
show on
that.
Thursday, and we'll do a live event as well somewhere in Tampa. That
That's
could be any day.
fancy. We're trying to do our very first live show this season, so
All right.
Let's talk
we
on
might have
there.
to tap in with y'all so y'all can give us like
Nah,
some
we
pointers.
trying to come to Houston, yo.
Yeah.
We trying
Yeah,
to
come to Houston. We can have our live show together.
Don't
Oh,
hype us.
Jesus.
No, I'm trying to go to Houston, yo.
I'm with it.
Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Listen, don't like the spark, but be in the dark.
Oh,
Bars.
get it.
So we
Look
wanna
at him.
end
on words. Okay, come on, 5'7". I see you.
What the?
this-
What?
She's telling you
What you say, Fox 7? What?
5'7". She was calling you 5'7".
Oh no, that was a little. I was being generous. You ever heard of 42 Doug? Y'all like him?
Say that one more time.
42 Doug.
42 Doug. I heard of 42
Yeah,
Doug.
Well, I get broke like Jack.
Exactly.
I lost my nigga. That shit crazy.
I'm more so. That's his name came from his height. I'm more so like 4'2".
So you're smaller than
I'm a small individual. Nothing wrong with being small. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen, dick small, but my heart big. I'm a cool individual.
Is it Dick Bigley's?
No, I said dick small, heart big.
Why would you ask him that question?
No, I will find. I can answer. My dick small, heart big.
She was trying to shoot him Bell.
I'm saying if y'all trying to shoot each other shots, then Instagram. That's what Instagram's for.
No, please don't. Please, no Instagram. I'm a rundown shooter. Listen, I do my shots close up. I don't drive by, do none of that. I walk up so they know it's real.
Look her straight in the eye and be like, "Bitch, I'm coming for you."
That you know what I'm saying?
What is shit?
Hey, y'all wildin'. Let's let Sammy get to her steak, and let's let Miss T get to her hookah. Is that what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna get to my hookah.
Oh Lord.
Where you going?
To this hookah lounge by my house. It's called the Spot. Well, I call it the Spot.
You gonna plug it on our show? You gonna plug it?
Say what now?
No,
Where you
never mind.
going?
Never mind. You good?
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all, ladies. Thank y'all for joining
All
us.
right, peace and
y'all
chicken
check out
grease. Y'all were
Sip and
great.
Pour Pod on Wednesdays.
Yeah, we're gonna find y'all podcast and find y'all individually.
Oh yeah, we said you can follow us on all social media platforms at The Real Sip and Spill, except Twitter, which is
Sip and Spill One.
Spill One. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're gonna.
That's our Twitter.
You fucking better.
We're gonna follow you there. We're gonna try to plan this Houston trip.
Yeah, and then our personal is at Ambitious Terrain, and that's at Thug Sammy.
I mean, our personal pages are on our podcast page, so you can find it on there.
Show.
We will post a link. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining us and talk shit.
We appreciate you. Thank you for your energy and your kindness.
100%, y'all. We'll be in contact. We'll be in touch, y'all. Have a good one.
Be safe.
Shit, my son about to die.
There you go. That was fun. That was a good. They were
I enjoyed
appreciate them being good sports while we have this much needed discussion. Because we be out here talking about the things that people want to hear about. So, 100% big ups to Sip and Spill Houston podcast.
No,
y'all
we
check
trying to go
out.
to Houston. I'm trying to go to Houston.
I'm right to Houston.
We'll go to Houston. We'll go to Houston.
I got a reason to go to Houston.
We will go to Houston. 100%. You know what's crazy? I don't even have the last call graphic because it got lost when I was doing stuff here. So y'all don't have to hear that obnoxious last call. I'm just letting y'all know right now it is last call.
You do it.
You do
crazy.
it. Go ahead, Claude. You do it.
Last call.
Why you stop?
Come on, he was hyping you, Claude.
Fuck you, Mike. Literally, fuck you. Last call for alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. I will go first.
Just let me do the audio.
Actually, you go first.
Just let me do the
I actually
audio.
have something put together. I wanted you to listen to it. I just had it,
On the last call shit?
Yeah, on last call shit. We'll talk about that off here. I don't want to go first. Actually,
I don't mind going first, but I am promoting shit as I usually do.
As per usual. So I guess I'll go first. Oh, Steve.
Last call. As far as settling goes, do what works best for you. Whatever you do want is a fact you can get. You may have to wait out for it, but waiting out for it, you may end up missing what's there for you already. Be safe. Steve Cash Money Bags.
So I just kind of off topic. I posted something about I am excited, but also cautiously optimistic. The Fugees are getting back together for the 24th anniversary of the Score album this November. and I'm going to try to cop tickets. I think they're going to be in Miami, maybe, and I'm going to try to go to it. But like everybody else, I'm very skeptical that Lauryn Hill may not show up.
She showed up to NY.
She did show up to NY.
She showed up on Nas album.
And she showed up on the album. Yes, absolutely. But I have been fooled once. Bought tickets and homegirl didn't show up. It fooled me once. I'm not. I am skeptical. I just know how it is with people, and sometimes, and most of the time, she don't show up. Let's just say for real.
Well, why? Do you know why?
I know she has mental health issues.
No, I don't. I'm asking. I'm really.
From what I understand, she has mental health issues. But I'm not gonna get.
What if the moon not aligned right, so she ain't gonna show up because it's like
The harvest moon wasn't speaking to her correctly. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let her be. I'm gonna let her live on that. But I said that to say this because I posted a meme about it with her and Kanye joking about her not showing up and him, not releasing his album on time or whatever date that we expected it. It was a joke. It was a meme. Somebody named, I'm gonna put you out here, Cosmic Logic 78 said it was corny and that I'm berating a woman and I'm just barely a genuinely bad person for posting that about her. I need y'all to know and you to know, whatever your name is, Cosmic Logic 78. I will tag you in this video.
No, you ain't got to tag.
I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let them know.
No, you're giving them light.
I know. I'm giving them light. I'm not gonna tag them. I won't tag them. But I'm just letting people know. Shit is funny. Sometimes shit is funny, and sometimes shit is funny. You know what I'm saying? Take shit for what it is. Don't take things so serious. You don't have to come at people for things that are genuinely funny. I sent Mike that meme, and he literally chuckled because it's a funny thing, and it's deeply rooted. It's rooted in some truth. So people, don't be taking things so seriously nowadays. You don't have to go on Instagram or Facebook and try to beat somebody down. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Just to let you know, I don't give a fuck. But also, I'm saying this to you just because you wasted your time. Get out there and do something with your life other than going on and actually trying to berate somebody. Don't be a troll. Life as a troll cannot be fulfilling. So big up to you, Cosmic 81 or whatever the fuck your name is. Have a great life and feel free to like and subscribe to Pour Up Podcast at Shift Division Media because we out here. As far as the topic today, I really want to give a big thanks to Sammy and T. I appreciate them coming on. It was a little last minute and they hopped on and they did the damn thing. I appreciate them being sports for Sink or Swim. I want to throw it to my boy Mike.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pour Up Podcast. Never settle, but set your expectations. This weekend, as you've been noting at the Pour Up Podcast, we've been doing some live events. We've been giving showcases to events here in Tampa. We did Graham's 1 year. We did Preem's video release, and we did Tampa Night Market. This weekend, Sunday, September 26th, 8 p.m. to midnight, you can watch us here live. We're doing another event. It's an art event called Fam Affair, Fantastic Art and Music, Fam Affair. Essentially, it's an art showcase and a market combined with performances, and we'll be there live, broadcasting, interviewing everybody that's at the event. I hear a lot of people talking about Tampa culture, Tampa art, Tampa music, Tampa this, that, and the third, and Pour Up Podcast has been doing our damnedest. We've been working hard to bring every one of the talented people here in this city to y'all. So check us out here at Shift Division Media, youtube.com/Shift Division Media. But you could also show up and join the event. It's at Whiskey North. Again, that was Sunday, September 26th, 8 p.m. Whiskey North, that's 11921 North Dale Mabry Highway. This Fam Affair is sponsored by Third Half. It's a creative agency, and they put on this event every year, and we will be there.
Yeah, it does.
It's on purpose. We'll be there. Join us here or join us there. That's it. And as I normally say, I appreciate y'all for joining us. This is the Pour Up Podcast. I am Mike Lake, a.k.a. Hillsboro Slim, a.k.a. Salt and Pepper Beard.
Yeah, I'm not going to do I am CP34.
Steve Cash Moneybags, a.k.a. the Fitness Eddie. The young vampire, believe all the stories that tell about your boy around a campfire. And I ain't just write this. I'm just like this. The young Leonidas.
Jesus. Pour Up Podcast, y'all. We are out of here. Be safe.
We pound greater.